Alright. Think we're all good. It should be. Alright. Let me just check one more thing. Are you okay to join in on this? Out of curiosity? Okay. Well, I'm glad I got the confirmation. I'll just let you fix up the audio because I can barely hear you for right now. Then I'll mute the feed. So, today's Splatfest, we got Flight and Invisibility, so this is a different theme, I'll say the least. Hey Allison, how you doing? Alright, so I have not played any of this at all yet, so this will be my only chance to play it right now, so we're gonna make the most out of it. So, let's go. Oh, I think you're pretty much set. Just give it a sec. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna mute the feed. Alright, so now that I can hear a code comm just fine, yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine. And now everyone can hear you too.
Okay, hi guys.
Hey, Allison, if you and Corey wanted to join, yeah, sure. You could just hop over into the server. I mean, now's the perfect time to get all that set up, because we haven't really done much yet. What do you want to steal? Let me see. Oh wow, actually, I found you in my game, Allison. That's odd. I wasn't expecting to see that, because I haven't played in a while. Interesting. Alright, we'll jump in the actual server, our server. You want to swap over to that one?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Alright, I'll just meet you in there. Corey, Allison, you guys hear me? I'm in the server now. Alright, so that should be good when everyone else comes in. This is organized. You over? What did that say? This bootmobile? I'm actually gonna message.
Hello.
Okay, hey, there you are.
Okay.
All the stuff to get started. To be fair, it's good to do all this now anyways. Just get us all set up. Ugh. It's just been a week, to say the very least.
Yeah. It's been a week, and
Uh-huh.
it's been a day today too. I was mostly watching Harvey Relief Games Done Quick today.
Yeah, because they're doing that for like the next 3 days.
A mini marathon today, so
I
I've
want to
been
see something real quick. I'm not actually I can't join that for right, of course, because I'm not playing. But I'm wanting to see something real fast. We're not doing any teams yet. Yeah, they still force you to do the 4 people thing. Oh, okay.
I'm loading up the game right now.
Alright, so we're just gonna jump into a random game, just see what we find for the first round.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay, cool. We might be actually able to do a full squad tonight, which would be cool. Because the only thing I was concerned of was having a full set, but if that's the case, I just go back to classic style on the by yourself method.
I hope not. I want to play with you guys.
Yeah, same here. I still don't like how it's grouped up to 4 people, which doesn't make any sense. We can do that with League, the 2 or so people. Salmon Run, you can do with however many you have, and then just push a game through. Why can't we just do that here? Just have a set number of people, and if we can't get a full set of 4, then just look for randoms. It doesn't make any sense. It's the one thing they didn't do that with, but the other modes they did. It's inconsistent. And again, that's Nintendo for you. Inconsistency and, well, not understanding how to do things just yet online.
Poor Marley. He was asking if we were gonna do stuff today. But the thing is, though, he
he chose invisibility, so he's invisible to us. We can't see him. He doesn't exist. Traitor. Now, to be honest, I know why he picked that. Or at least if this is the reason why, then because I remember at least Jess telling me, and if Maury's in the same boat, then that could explain why he's on the team, not just because of interest. Dude, can you move? Come on. Just don't stand. Spawn, thank you. Alright, but apparently, at least Jess was thinking of wanting to pick just because of Marina, not wanting to pick anything Pearl has, and if Mario goes the same boat, then that may be why he's on invisibility. Either that, or he just actually likes to be invisible more. Who knows? Everyone has their reasons, but I see in this game in particular, people are choosing one side over the other more because of a character, not because of a team. Yeah. Which honestly, I hate that. That's a petty reason to me.
I hate that too, because it kind of defeats the whole freaking purpose of a Splatfest.
Yeah, if it was based on the character, I'll get it, because that's the theme of the event, but that's not what this is right now.
Yeah,
like I said, I find that's a petty reason, if that's true.
That's okay.
But yeah, some people do that. I'm not sure if they do or not. But I remember just saying something similar at one point, so I'm not going to be surprised if that's true.
Can't join that friend. Why can't I join that friend?
Exactly. Why can't you join that friend? He's on the same team.
Well, he's in the middle of a battle from the looks of it.
Oh, it wouldn't matter. You'd still technically be able to join, but it would just push you into a queue. But we have to start making the squads actually join. It's the only way to do the friend thing, is to actually create the team, which is... It's probably not going to happen for another few minutes.
How about I go ahead and make a team, then?
Yeah. Well,
go ahead and make
Corey was telling me he has someone he's going to, like, message about this, and then we have him added. So if I add the guy, then that should give us a full set. So I'm waiting to hear back on that.
That's fine.
It'll be available here soon. Yeah, exactly. See, he's working on it, so we'll work on that here soon.
Well, thanks,
and again,
Corey.
Yeah, appreciate you just getting that out there. Because I just need to have the people who would play this kind of game on my account, just for this reason. I wanted to branch out more, but I'm not just going to be that guy, hey, I played you in a Splatoon match, can you add me as a friend? I hate that.
I hate that.
That's an immediate block, not even ignore, no, I'm just going to like, yeah, I don't want to hear you again. I get why people do it, I'm just not a fan of it.
There was a run I watched today. Me and Amber both watched a Metal Gear Solid run, and there was they skipped, I want to say, a third of the game.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was like, what the seriously?
That sounds about right for Metal Gear Solid run, because I've seen one once, I think it was in 2013 or 2014, one of the two. Yeah, and they skipped like a third of the game.
No, it's kind of funny when you really think about it. I'm just like, man, you can really just skip a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the stuff just seems like very optional for a speedrun sense if you know what you're doing in the game. If you really glitch it. No, I barely watched that event. And it's because when the game's not quick, people do events like this. I'll tune in if I feel like it or have time, but most of the time I usually don't because I understand of the situation, but it's just a hard thing to watch in terms of audio. Because, of course, a lot of speedrunners like to use the built-in webcam mics that they have on their $300 computer, so they all sound like they're talking out of a tin can. So a lot of it I can't watch because I can't understand what they're saying. I understand why it's like that. I just kind of wish a lot of speedrunners would at least spend a handful of dollars on an actual microphone if they're going to do an event like this.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot better for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and with that noise, I hear a da-dung.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you guys are...
We're about ready to air out, so this is good.
Okay.
I'm gonna... You know what? Let's just go play Sonic Mania instead. This game isn't loading. Nope, still not loading. Maybe Blaster Master. Maybe that demo of Pokken.
Mario and Rabbids. I've been playing a little bit of Shovel Knight because with the announcement of the new amiibo for the Shovel Knight, I've been wanting to play the other modes of Shovel Knight lately, like Plague of Shadows and Spectre Torment.
Yeah, oh yeah, because you haven't played those yet.
Yeah.
I knew it. As soon as I saw you playing it, I was like, I bet he's playing it because of new amiibo.
I had a feeling, yeah, you're playing it because of gauged interest with the new Shovel Knight announcements, because you have both the amiibo and then you also have the King mode stuff shown. King Knight
Yeah.
mode stuff
I've
looks
been-
really different.
Add me.
Well, not only that, Shovel Knight's like one of my favorite games ever. So
It's really fun, yeah.
still, I still think Shovel Knight's one of the best 2D platformers we've had in years. So
Yeah, I can agree. It's been really good. And I actually do like a lot of differences in all the different versions.
Okay.
yeah, I was surprised because I started playing Plague of Shadows last night. Plague of Shadows is really different. You can like make so many combinations of weaponry. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. The nice thing about
I was like,
Plague of
holy crap.
Shadows is if you really learn that character's mechanics, it's a real good spectacle show. Like, he goes fast and he can do a lot of cool things. Plague Knight, out of the 3 modes available, he's probably the hardest one. But once you actually learn how he plays, it's a really fun mode in my opinion. Like, I really enjoyed it when I did that playthrough, like, what was it, last year around this time?
Yeah.
And that's why I played on Wii U.
I'm just glad I have it on Switch because then portability.
Yeah, pretty much. I recently just played through a good chunk of it on my Vita. Because I got that PS4 and PS3 copy, so I have a Vita copy too. Because of how that was crossplay, the 3 of them.
That also means you got the PS3 version.
Yeah, which honestly, that's the version I'm never going to play because I have a PS4 and a Vita. So I'll probably just take advantage of those two. Because the PS4 Pro, that could do the 4K if you have that option. And also, the light bar makes the stages really cool because it changes color per stage and what you're doing. Like when you die, it just goes red. So there's a lot of cool effects like that. And then the Vita is just portable.
Okay, so for this to work, I just like made a room so you guys can join it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Good.
you can get friend codes to like show up. It is weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I just
the
joined
friend
in
code
yours.
system's weird. I'll be joining that one in just a second because I just got into a game not too long ago.
I just started playing Splatfest. I completely forgot. Like, I was so absent-minded today because I haven't really been feeling too well today. I completely forgot for like half the day that Splatfest was going on. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
as soon
remember.
as soon as I realized it, I was like, oh, dang it, I missed like half the day here.
It's not a big deal because of how fast you can technically level up in this one in particular. But to me, I was like, I remembered. I just didn't have a chance until now.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of, well, now I'm just going to try to play as much as I can. And we're going to do our traditional stream of it just because I've been doing that for a year and a half.
Did you guys see the Shovel Knight amiibo reveal trailer with Egoraptor?
Oh, I didn't watch the
Yeah.
trailer because I don't really care for Egoraptor, honestly.
I know, but it was kind of funny. It was it was something I wasn't expecting to be on Nintendo's like YouTube.
Oh, I seen the thumbnail. I'm like, that's definitely not Nintendo art right there. So that's very different. It's your typical clickbaity YouTube thumbnail from Nintendo. What?
He very much sensualized it. He's like, oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're so
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
was
like
fun.
Egoraptor.
I thought that was funny. I'm like really excited because like Shovel Knight was one of my favorite amiibo. So
Yeah. Although I hope they get a little more work done because so far they kind of have like the Sonic Adventure problem. They all look like plastic clay toys, which isn't what the first Shovel Knight amiibo actually looked like. He looked a lot cleaner. So I kind of hope they
Yeah.
polish that up a little bit because right now Shovel Knight looks way better.
yeah. I was kind of disappointed when I saw them because I was like, first I was like, oh, these look cool, and I opened up like a bigger picture of all of the new ones. And, like, compared to Shovel Knight, these look kind of weird.
Yeah.
I hope-
So it doesn't look bad. It's just a matter of, I think Shovel Knight looks a lot better. And it is that
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure DX problem where they just made it a lot shinier looking, so it looks like clay. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentional.
No, they kind of look like. Oh well, I mean, I'm sure they're still made pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've heard people say who've been seeing it at PAX that it's been pretty good build quality.
Oh god, now it's like, when's that gonna hit?
Yeah,
So
I know.
weird.
I don't imagine I'm coming for a while because if it has King Knight, then that means it's gonna be a bit because King Knight is not until next year.
Yeah. in some ways, I'm kind of relating. Like, good, just get some distance from.
Yeah, same
different
here. Because
characters.
especially after this week, I really need to not spend anything for a while.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh my
like the last
God.
thing I'm thinking of right now.
Well, I hope what I just did helps you out a little bit.
Wait, what did you just
Well,
do? I'm even
Look
confused
in
on
the
this front.
chat.
Well, let me just see what I have. Oh, well, I should probably work on some emotes. So thank you for the sub.
You're welcome.
Spread my emotes around Twitch. Oh wait, I have to work on that. You see, I can't really do much of advertisement in that front because I don't have the things yet. When I have a lot of creativity in my head, I'm gonna have to definitely sit down and make some, because I got one so far,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's gonna look good
Just
on
do
Twitch
like
yet.
really awesome expressions of your face, like everybody else does, and like letters over it, like wrecked or
Or
something.
do
the.
Or do the
Well,
hacker
it's hard
man
to
thing
come
that
up with,
Jarrett
like, a
told
good
you about.
emote idea. The one that actually works with the chat too.
Yeah.
That's the hard part, because you gotta find something that actually looks good in chat.
Well, do the hacker man thing that
I gotta
Jarrett
try
told you
to implement that, because I have no idea how I'd implement something like this, because I barely use my face on these streams and videos. So there's a lot that's going behind it. I made 2 emotes so far. One looks okay on Twitch. The other one, you can barely tell what it is. So there's a lot of work in progress behind the scenes.
Yeah. Usually you have to like exaggerate like features in order for it to show up good in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that guide I shared with you the other day. It says to like do that with whatever it is you're making because they shrink down really small, so you lose a lot of detail.
Yeah, that's the big problem, because you have to pretty much design it for the small size, like you were telling me yesterday too. That way it looks good in a chat window, because the big sizes are really only there for big displays, which is mainly going to be either a TV or maybe a retina display screen, like an iPhone.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is. Welcome to Splatoon 2.
Yeah, this has been happening all day.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The
Has
Splatfest
there
are always the
been a-
worst.
There we
You
go.
can't join that, friend. You can't join that, friend.
You can't join that, friend. Like, game, you can't
Oh
tell me
my
who and who I can't be friends with.
Just making sure you guys aren't getting any like feedback like from our micro. I'm using my tablet right now. So I'm making
No, we're not hearing any sort of feedback whatsoever. At least I'm
That's
not.
alright. Yeah, no, I can't really hear any feedback
I
either,
can't
so
vouch
we're
for
fine.
Lester. I can't vouch for him because I'm not over there with him. So
This is true. What you hear is
Yeah.
what I hear.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we're fine, yeah. I just had to up your volume a bit, but we're good.
Okay.
Please.
By the way, I played a little bit of the Mario and Rabbids game this week, and my gosh, that game is actually really fun.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think so. Oh no.
Really? I'm actually surprised to see it's Pearl's team who has more people this time. I
Yeah, I
honestly
know.
thought it was going to be Marina, not because of the theme, but because it's Marina.
I know.
So this is new.
Guys, it begins.
Uh-huh. You know, this is the third Splatfest in a row where people had this problem. That's a pretty bad track record. Splatoon 1 never had this bad of an issue, guys. How did this happen? Just give us a McDonald's Splatfest over here, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Wait,
you didn't
what?
hear about that, did you?
No, I wasn't on Twitter most of the day today.
Oh, it was actually from yesterday, but Japan, their next Splatfest apparently is going to be McDonald's themed. It's going to be their fries against their McNuggets.
Now, why would you choose? Well, I mean, they do have good fries, but McNuggets all the way, man.
I mean, I like their fries. Only because I like fries more than nuggets.
Uh,
I just pick in
actually,
terms of
I don't
food.
know.
Because if I had to pick anything, I'm going to pick Burger King, not McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, well, after the Super Size Me movie, maybe not McNuggets. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, that already had some things. And also, I realized something too. Over the past couple of times I streamed in that 2 months, you mentioned that movie a lot.
Well, we can bring up McDonald's and...
I don't know
that
how, it just keeps on coming up.
Yeah. I think that movie turned off Feel for McDonald's for many reasons.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, I just don't really like their stuff as much. It's just kind of crap
Yeah.
a lot of the times, honestly.
Their burgers are really, really thin.
Their burgers are paper.
Yeah.
The breakfast is pretty good.
Yeah, that's like the one thing I actually hear people say is good. I'd never really had it. I think I had breakfast here once, and I barely remember it.
I hear their coffee's not too bad.
Yeah, that's another thing I've heard as well.
But I mean, hey, I'm from Canada, so I'm married to Tim Hortons. So.
Yeah, and you guys have different fast food joints up there than us anyways. You have some better ones probably. So, you got variety.
Also found out, speaking of Canada stuff, Allison, do you guys put milk in bags?
Yeah.
Oh, you heard about that.
Wait, is that the person who heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have milk in bags. It's an option. I mean, you can still get them in cartons, but they still offer milk in bags. You just get like this plastic sort of holder container for it. You just cut off like one of the corners and pour milk out of a bag.
Well, that's different.
Okay. Because I saw someone post on theirs going to, America for the first time. They're Canadian, and they said, "I didn't think these people put milks in jugs. I always thought you put milks in bags." I was like, "What? Excuse me? What?"
It's like, who's wrong here?
I was like, "Wait, you guys put milk in bags?"
I was brought up with milk in cartons. So,
Okay.
like,
Alright. I just thought it was funny. I was just like, wait, what?
but I known of like people's families that I went over their place and they had the milk in the bag.
I've had that.
Yeah,
Also, I think we lost this one big time.
Yep.
We also have something called Coffee Crisp, which is the most amazing chocolate ever.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Coffee Crisps.
Yeah. Legit, I'm just one of these days gonna send a Canadian like candy care package your guys' way.
Yeah, because
Have
I've
you
had
guys
some of
tried-
their stuff up there before. Like some of the Canada candy is pretty good.
Like our Smarties that are like the chocolatey, like I don't know, hard coated candy. Not to be confused with like your guys' version of Smarties, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you guys have a different version of what's called Smarties. I think that's why you guys never got our version, because I think it has something to do with, like, they couldn't call it the same name, so they didn't bother. I think that's what I read.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
What was it? Have you ever had what? Gosh, they're always at grandparents' house, but like the butterscotch candy.
Oh god,
What are
yeah,
they
I've
called?
had that stuff. And, oh man, I hate it.
Werther's?
Orthers, that's it.
Okay, I don't think I've had that one in particular. I don't like butterscotch at
I'm
all.
gonna go look
Ugh.
this up. It's gonna bug the crap out of me if I don't.
Yeah. Those are good. And they have, like, little, like, square ones in the hard candy, like, I don't know what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We also have something called ketchup chips, which you actually have. some.
What?
We've
That's
I've never
different.
even heard of like ketchup chips. That's...
Yeah, ketchup chips. It's put out by Lay's.
That's weird, because I didn't know you guys didn't have
I
that.
know. I'm like, I was mind blown. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I grew up on ketchup
Yeah,
chips.
same.
Like when I was a kid, that was like my favorite treat. It tastes pretty good. It might sound weird, but it does. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know.
Werther, yeah. Werther's are the caramel candies, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that before. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, it's fine.
Not again.
Yeah, it's
No.
happening again.
Jeez.
Oh no.
You know, this
no.
would be a good
Happening again.
this would be a good challenge of literally playing another game while this is going on, and every time it waits for like 3 minutes, you can probably actually beat a short game while waiting. Like you can probably actually beat Shovel Knight while waiting for these rooms.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just grab another Switch and just be like,
I don't know
okay.
how we're gonna
Yeah,
handle
right.
I got another Switch. On
Like,
standby.
Hang on,
Oh.
let me just go ahead and play the Vita version of Shovel Knight. Dusts off the Vita.
it.
That's pretty much what I did this time, so wouldn't be wrong. Also, I just read this weird fact. Apparently, today, in front of the Washington Square Arc here in the States, apparently it was just some weird event going on. We just go out in the middle and just scream like Goku.
Oh,
There was like,
Oh.
there was a lot of people who just
Oh,
stood
no.
down the front of that monument and just screamed.
There was there's a thing on Facebook. I was seeing it on Twitter where people were like, scream like Goku in the Washington Mall.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Like, that's the event. It's just apparently everywhere. So what the heck is it today? Just Scream Like Goku Day? I mean, I know today's a new episode of Super, but guys, what is this? Now, if we see Sean Schemmel actually go out there and do that, I'm like, oh my god, now it's complete. Now we have the actual Goku screaming like Goku.
That is pretty funny though. I saw that. I was like, what is this? Who made this and why?
What is this event? Oh, I also forgot to buy the new weapon because that has the bubble thing on it now. I want to try it out. The only problem I have is one of those Splatfest Pros, and I'm not the biggest fan of those things. They're ink hogs. They take way too much ink.
Dang it. I forget how bad I am at this game.
No, I almost had. Well, nice score. You saved.
Yeah.
And by saved, I mean avenged because I'm dead. Almost had him now. I'm also still trying to learn the umbrella a little bit because these umbrella weapons are really good, but they take some time to get used to. Kind of like the buckets. They're very similar to a bucket.
Team Viewer is a bucket.
Well, that too. I mean, I was actually looking at some stuff yesterday, and TeamViewer is one of my options for doing things like this. Probably won't work that well. Let's look at something else.
It's a bucket.
Because it's great for remote control on your computer, but anything else, it might have some issues. Yeah, shoot those bubbles out of here. If they shoot them, ink everywhere.
no, not the bubble.
And they take forever to go away, too. There's a lot of shots you need before those things finally go down.
Oh.
Oh, that's the bucket.
Oh, I just got surprised by an octopus. That sounds about right.
Right back.
Could be standing. No, there it is. I was gonna say, there's a squid. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. A bubble and an inkjet? Are you serious? They're just waiting now for the last second. I can tell. Wow, I'm surprised the umbrella trick actually worked. Oh yeah, we definitely lost this. That's bad. Ah, we tried so hard. So why am I not hitting? Audio, let's fix that. Wow, what a time to have the feed muted because Discord gone. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that one. Oh.
What?
Huh?
Wait, what happened?
You guys hear that I was muted earlier? My mom just called me and told me one of our family members passed away.
Wow. I'm really sorry to hear that one. Oh.
I'm sorry.
It was a I don't know what it was. It is a second cousin, I think.
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't believe that. Oh my gosh! And the guy was 37 years old. He wasn't even that old.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I was like, wow, this made the day even better, didn't we? But yeah, that was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just
Did
bad.
we win that last game?
No,
I
no, we
didn't-
lost, but they really pushed it in that last minute, which really didn't help. Because I swear they activated all their specials within the last minute.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring down the mood of the chat now. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about that.
Well, still my condolences to
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
family.
Okay, I will. Thank you guys.
Oh, good, the timer reset. That's usually a good sign, right? Hello? Can we go,
Hello?
please?
Can we?
Now you gotta hope that you guys find somebody.
Oh, there we did, but the problem is we're fighting our team again. Wow. I'm
Why?
very surprised. I was not expecting Pearl's team to be filled with this many people.
I thought that the Team Invisible would be the one that everybody would want to be going on.
I was thinking it was either going to be that or at least somewhat balanced. So I'm surprised it's not. It's the exact opposite.
Why is it we always choose the one team that's always popular?
That's why they have to have themes that are very easy to argue. This was close, but I guess people can't argue this one as much. Flight, where you can go wherever you want, or Invisible, where people just don't see you. That does sound... What the heck? Lag kill?
Always,
Yeah,
like,
that definitely
one of
sounds like something that's easy to argue one or the over again.
Like, always one of the argument people say, well, why choose flight because you can go in planes, but still planes are restricted because, you know, you go wherever they set and you gotta pay money.
And if that's the
Yeah,
case,
you
why
can
choose
do a lot of-
invisibility? You got a blanket. There you go, now you're invisible. No one can see you.
Exactly.
It's like, that's not really a good reason, so we'll just
You
use your
can do an
logic with that
airplane.
reason.
Yeah. Where's gonna be like my $300 ticket? By the way.
Yeah,
who's gonna
exactly.
pay-
Yeah.
That's actually really stupid. It's like,
It didn't
yeah, I'm
make
not
any
gonna-
sense, yeah.
If I could fly out at will, yeah, it'd be awesome. I'd like to fly.
Well, if I'd be able to fly at will, actually would have been able to visit a lot of people by now. But obviously that's not in the cards anytime soon.
It also
I haven't
would
seen family up north in years, so I'm pretty sure flight would be what I would want right now. That or
It'd
teleportation.
also make me conquer my fear of heights.
You know what would have been good for this one, technically? If we're going to choose the power-ups, we should have chose flight versus teleportation. Because at least it's on the same level.
Have you guys ever been on a plane?
I have
Yeah.
not.
I have. I've been on there numerous times. It's just, I'm still a little scared of heights. I just
Yeah.
don't sit by the window.
It's a really surreal experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My one and only time being on a plane was not exactly the best circumstances at the time. But, anyway, it was a big color plane.
Hey,
Yeah,
plane's a plane.
my first experience was with a plane. Like, that only was meant to like take so many passengers, or whatever. Looked like whatever. So that was pretty crazy. I was terrified taking off. I had no idea, like no expectations at all. It was my first time. I was thinking like all these people on the plane were all looking at me like, okay, what's your phone? You're gonna have a heart attack. Like, I was just thinking, dude, I was like, oh my god. As soon as we get off the run back.
It's
Wow.
like you're grabbing on hold of the railing of your chair, like really
Yeah,
tight,
yeah.
to the point where
Yeah.
it starts to hurt your hand a little bit.
It's just like, oh god. I don't know, I didn't know what to expect. It's like, I almost like expected, like, you see, like, I don't know, movies or whatever, plane taking off, it looks like it's so gradual, but it's like, no. You get to a certain point and then they just push it and you just go from like, I don't know, really slow to like super fast in like seconds. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god. I was like, well, that's how you gotta get off the ground, but I don't know. Still gave me like a mini heart attack.
You gotta go fast in order to go fly.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gotta be like Sonic. Gotta go fly it.
Well, why can't we just be like Shadoo? He always has flight shoes.
Imagine like Sonic themed plane. That would be so
Airlines
weird.
just called Gotta Go Fast. Give it time. The Sega Twitter might make a parody of it.
Yeah.
No, the Sega Twitter account already identifies as attack helicopter, respected gender.
This is true.
Oh my god.
If you guys remember that little scenario, there were people upset about them making a joke about that, and I was like, guys, seriously, calm down.
At least
please.
it's probably a little bit better than what they're dealing with now, with the whole Mania thing.
Well, what's going on with Mania?
Oh, have you not heard about the PC issue?
No.
Well, they kind of screwed up when it came to advertising the game a bit.
DRM thing?
Yeah, the DRM thing is the big thing everyone's complaining about, and it's not the matter of it has DRM, it's the matter of they didn't advertise it, and they didn't advertise what it was. It's the worst kind, apparently. It's de novo, which de novo is a DRM method that literally goes online every couple seconds to see if you're actually online and own the game, so it can slow down performance. So everyone was upset about that one, and there's a lot of people complaining because they can't get refunds because if they pre-ordered the game and got Sonic 1 with it, that counts as non-returnable. So there's just a lot of crap going on with that right now, and the worst part is, and I will legitimately give Sega crap for this, and there was no need for it, is they were kind of blaming the developers at first for that, saying it was their decision, or no, it was not. That was yours. So, you know, the developers like Stealth was having to vocalize on the Steam page, not our decision. We didn't really know about this.
Jeez.
Like, that was a really bad move. This is just Sega just kind of not thinking right now, because they have a great thing on their hands right now with really good reviews, and everyone's loving the game. This could still keep them in a bad spot if they're not careful.
Yeah.
Like, I like the series, I like what Sega makes, I'm not liking what they're doing right now.
But at least you got Sonic Forces coming out the 7th with the Persona 5 characters.
Oh, can I just say something? Can we just have that skin pre-orderable to the trash? That thing is horrendous. Like, what? Why? And plus, why get it on the Switch? Do not put that on your Switch controller. Remember back in March where they said that could destroy your Joy-Cons? Well, apparently Sega didn't. You don't do that. Those skins can literally destroy it.
I wasn't gonna put it on my Joy-Con anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would not.
It was just gonna stand there. The only reason why I wanted to get it was the costumes. I didn't care about the skin.
That's pretty much it, and I feel like they're kind of screwing PC owners so far with this because there has not been a pre-order bonus for that yet for PC, which that's kind of stupid, honestly, and also weird because that's just a DLC code.
I am thou. I am Persona.
And to be fair, their costumes do look pretty nice and they're a good idea. I'm just like, that controller skin you guys can keep. It's horrendously ugly, and it's a terrible idea for the Switch version.
I just want a Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 15 go on.
I mean, if they did Assassin's Creed, who knows?
I know, if they did Assassin's Creed, I mean, you might as well. You already opened that box. Like, let's
Yeah.
just go.
Just mix all the freaking worlds together.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
my gosh, again?
Maybe we should just
Wow.
ground it.
Bad.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is literally the third Splatfest in a row this issue has plagued people, which is surprising. How? How do you do this, Nintendo? Do you not?
I mean-
Here, next idea for Splatfest, have a survey. If the survey is very one-sided, change your idea. That might help. There's something called the internet. You might need to use it.
How about memes? The next Splatfest could either be Dap Boy or the Dab.
Okay, I'm not playing Splatoon that day then. I'm afraid to see what that community is gonna do. This is why they shut down Miiverse. Too many memes.
Yeah.
I'm still sad that they did.
Well, to be
Okay,
fair, they're kind
I
of
like-
killing support with some games by doing that. Because some games are kind of crucial for Miiverse. Like Mario Maker, I feel like it's going to be pretty much dead when Miiverse is done.
Yeah.
Because that's where a lot of people share their opinions on levels. So without Miiverse, there's going to be a lot of levels that have a lot of death traps, and you won't know they're there until you actually run into the said death trap. So that's already going to kill that game, unfortunately. That Miiverse stage for Smash Bros., that's going to be completely pointless. Just going to be a white version of I can't remember Battlefield. That's it. I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, that's going to be another Battlefield, but with no charm. So that's going to suck for that game.
Wii U had such a good library when it eventually died.
And it still does have good stuff on it that's worth going back to.
Nintendo's kind of treating the Wii U as the. I don't like using this term, the redheaded stepchild.
It pretty much is though, so I don't blame it for thinking that first.
This is the child they don't want to think of it anymore. It's so sad.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as the Virtual Boy, but they're like, this was almost a Virtual Boy, and we have to treat it like the Virtual Boy. We'll just forget it, and make a meme about it 20 years later.
At the next Nintendo World Championships.
Coming next month. Which also, if we're going to continue complaining, because apparently that's what I am anymore, bad week. But I'm going to say how they're doing the qualifiers for the World Championships is the worst thing out there. Why only Mario Kart 7 to enter? Why?
Wait,
that is turned into, if you want to enter the World Championships for this year, you have to do a time trial in Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. That's the only game that they're using for the qualifier round. That's bad. Because you know what that's turned into? I think it's because it's the easiest to set up. Because they're doing it in Best Buys. So imagine how that's going to work with like 20 TVs. That's not going to work well. 2DS XLs are really easy to move around. So I think they did that just because it was the easiest to use for a setup. But the problem is, when you have one game only like that, especially Mario Kart 7 of all things, that's just going to turn into a, who's the best Mario player, that's going to be in the World Championships. They should have had at least 2 to 3 games on the list, but they didn't. Which they did, I think, for the 2015 World Championships. I think they had more than one game.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
We won that one.
We did, which means we grounded the other flight players.
Process of switching.
Yeah, I gotta
Because someone's gonna have to add that person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I can easily do that. I just have to back out the menus here to do that, which probably would say, well, you disconnected from your group. But thanks, guys. That's how you do things.
I still haven't got my max rank yet. I think I was on like I was on champion or something. I think that's where I'm at. I'm in like the last
Yeah.
one to get. But there we go. Awesome. Time to be in Splat.
Which luckily you could just join right into our room, so we'll keep the room open. And I just realized,
Okay.
Matt, you're also a roller. Let me fix this before we begin. I don't like to
I'm
have
sorry.
multiple weapons.
I didn't know.
Let's do Dapples. Go with Dapper Dualies.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know, and then I selected roller. Like, well, I should probably change.
Oh, it's loading in.
Yeah, too bad this game doesn't have a way for 2 people to play online like Mario Kart 8, but it
I
actually
know.
makes sense to them to not have 2-player online. I feel like it would be a little too complicated for things like the lobby and the hub.
Yeah.
It's just weird besides the LAN play setup that there is no local multiplayer mode at all, unlike Splatoon 1.
It could have made it worse if we were actually using the app right now.
Well, speaking of, this is another weird discovery that came out this week, where this game actually has built-in voice chat. It's in the game's code, and you can access it if you play LAN Party.
Oh my
What?
Yeah,
It's
if you go to
only-
LAN
yeah.
Party, you can actually talk to people using voice chat on the Switch itself. So apparently that is a headphone microphone jack. It's just Nintendo chose not to use voice chat on here. They chose to use a cell phone app. Yeah, that sums it up right there. Like, what? Why did they do that? That was a weird extra layer just to make sure it's child friendly in a way. It's what that didn't make any sense.
There's a team off.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Third, I'm thinking of the other.
Yeah, I know, it's insane. The fact voice chat is in the game, but it's like locked off.
Yeah. It made sense for it to be in the LAN mode because you do need to have some kind of voice chat feature built into your game. If you're into that competitive scene in a room full of people, you're gonna need to have a way to hear people. So having a headset method, that makes sense. So it's good at least it's in the game somehow. But I'm just confused as to why, if it's there, that we can't access it anywhere else. And that we have to use a cell phone app. It's backwards.
Because they don't want children to have to hear it, probably.
Apparently, they did not know a mute button exists. So they just decided not to put it in the game. Unless it's LAN mode.
Parental controls. I mean, they have parental controls
Yeah,
on it.
they have the whole parental thing built into the game and then also on the phone. So that just...
I've heard people argue that parental controls don't even work on the Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard people actually just using the parental controls to monitor how long they play their games, and that's about it.
Right.
God, I would have hated that as a kid. I feel bad for kids.
To be fair, if I'm a parent letting someone play Splatoon, the comments would be turned off.
It's like, you play Splatoon for an hour. That's it, you're off. What?
No comments. Why? I don't even want to see the comments. That's why. They're horrible.
Don't even look at the comments. They're there. What's a furry? You don't want to know.
No.
What is this?
Oh, I don't know if you guys seen this one out there yet, but I seen this when I just turned on the game briefly last night. And it's like the only way to be on Team Invisible is to be naked. And it's just a drawing of the person from Team Invisible with clothes on and clothes off.
Yeah, I saw that.
God, come on. Come on.
How does this get past the sensors?
Because there's no mods. Which is the worst idea. That's why the Splatoon 1 community was way better. Because it had Miiverse moderation. Splatoon 2, they just kind of left it.
I've heard that Miiverse was like crazy moderated. Now they just go to like next to nothing.
Yeah, it was. I actually, and I think you had the same issue, Alice, at one point on your Wii U. I put my full username in, the SonicGhost 64, and they banned me for like a month on Miiverse for that reason. I remember you had a similar issue by putting in your full username too.
Well, actually, you know what happened was, what I did was, I think I linked to either my YouTube or...
Yeah, that's that I did. I think that was the issue because I think mine did that too, but I didn't put in the link. I just said I do YouTube videos. My channel name is blah blah blah, and I got past the moderation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even bother after that because I put in my username. Like, we can't have that. Like, guys, you can see that by going on the Miiverse page. What's different from putting it as my username compared to actually having it as the account name? It was kind of stupid.
And that's the thing. Like, even if people really wanted to find out that information, it's not.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is that's what they did on Miiverse. They were so strict they wouldn't even let you put in your full name. And yet here, they're like, yeah, do whatever the heck you want. We're not watching. It just went 180.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why this
Now
community is very toxic in a lot of people's
censorship
opinion.
to no censorship.
Yeah, pretty much. Where they're always on a sandwich break.
What moderation is?
How come whenever I was doing my grand slam move, whatever, I got killed in the middle of the animation?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I thought I was supposed to be invincible during
Nope,
that animation.
you're not. You're just jumping high in the air.
Yeah.
So you're vulnerable. It's a good move, but yeah, if people have a good aim, they can kill you in the middle of it, which kind of sucks.
I still find hilarious the little freaking auto bombs. They look so fun.
I know.
Yeah,
Just kind of
auto bombs are a pain to deal with, that's for sure. So they're like super useful.
They'll chase you forever.
Not just that, but their explosion radius is huge. I swear, I'm nowhere near those things. I'm a good 20 feet away, and they can still kill me.
I hope we did.
I think we might have just pushed that, though. We'll see. That looks really
No,
close.
we lost. Bad.
But yeah, that
Look
did
at
not
that
look.
map.
That did not look like a 10% difference. That did not look that big.
It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, that definitely looks more like it could have been maybe a 3 to 5%.
Jeez.
No, at least my shirt's getting something.
Oy, 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 oy.
Oh, stuff's
The
changed.
maps is updated.
Well, it's a good time for it to change, I guess, because now I'm gonna go ahead and add our new friend here, scrub my shirt, and get back into things. Oh, maybe we should buy the weapon. That would also help. Actually, before we do all of that, we're gonna kill that for a quick sec. No point going into mission just for this. So if I
Yeah.
find
One more something to scrub this. So I could technically scrub it. Yeah.
users you played with,
At least it's cheap.
Yeah, I know. It's really cheap scrubbing.
Let's see. What was the guy's name again on the game? Stink?
I think so, yeah. Make it clean.
Yeah,
my
just
friends.
played at 8 o'clock. This is the guy. Good. Alright, so I just sent that friend request out, which means
Okay.
that will help us out.
Yeah.
And now we can return the game feed. Yeah, you see him in our lobby. Perfect. And that's the lobby, I mean, like my hub. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't want to order anything. I want to scrub. Make it clean, please.
Hey, chum.
Alright, now let's go to weapons and buy out this new gun. And we'll try it out. Because it has a new special. It's interesting to see they patched in a special. Because Splatoon 1, they never did this. Thank you, fast forward button. This is expensive. 20,000. That's a lot. Good thing I'm rich.
Good thing I'm rich.
I mean,
I
at this
got
point,
that
I have
mo-
nothing
well-
really to spend my money on. I've been literally buying everything. And I'm still having a hard time figuring out what I'm going to use the rest of this dough for. Yeah, I just bought everything I can, and I still have a lot of money left over. That's the thing. Splatoon 2 really gives you money.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so I just made a room.
Okay. A sec.
Do you get Amber kind of gave me a suggestion of what game I should stream if I ever start streaming.
Yeah.
That would be Final Fantasy X because I never completed the game, and that would give me motivation.
Well, that's good. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
god, I
okay.
I watched that. I love that.
It would
game.
be a pretty interesting thing, yeah.
Dream series too.
Yeah.
I got to I don't know. I got to the Unalesca fight, Lady Unalesca fight, and then I never could beat it on PS2.
I think I know exactly why too.
Oh,
If that's the case, what version you play? Because now there's like 4 different versions of that game.
I'll probably play the PS4 version if I
Yeah,
do that.
that sounds about right. It's probably the easiest way for you to stream it anyways.
I've got both. I've got the PS2, PS3, and PS4.
Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting you to have the other HD release.
Well, I bought the PS3 one when it first came out because I like the game a lot, but I never could beat it.
Yeah.
That's my problem. It's
So
kind of one
you
of
don't-
those games I could never beat, but I liked it a lot. So,
Yeah.
Basically, you don't know that game.
yeah.
Okay, so
Ooh,
you got to make sure
yeah.
you tell people in your stream, or at least
have
someone modding
actively
it,
modding that
because
people
yeah,
are dumb and will try to spoil it.
and that's what I
yeah.
hate.
That's the
Yeah.
only thing, this is what I will recommend to you if you do something like that, especially if you're doing any kind of blind playthroughs. Pick games you don't care if they get spoiled to you with, because people will do that. And even if a mod catches that and bans or blocks the person, whatever, you can still have a split second to see that comment. So that's why every
Honestly,
game
as-
I stream, if I'm doing a blind playthrough, I don't really care at that point, because I'm gonna play serious games like that off stream.
Well, I've gotten, as the years went by, I've gotten. I know this is really bad in a way, but I've gotten numb because I know that people are just gonna do it anyways.
Right.
Vader
So,
is Luke's
I mean,
father.
If it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna be a big, oh, what the heck kind of thing, but
Aerith dies. Mario saves the princess. Again.
How could you?
How could you, Lester? You spoiled a game that came out over 20 years ago. How could you?
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
terrible.
that's really stupid. People get mad at me. It's been like, I don't know.
Did you know Ganon
Dude,
was the final?
four of us are attacking one guy. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna leave.
How could you get mad like at spoiling who the final boss is in Mario?
Yeah, right.
That's why when people got upset with people spoiling stuff from Sonic Mania, I was like, really? Eggman's final boss. What's there to spoil?
There's Chaos Emeralds in the game. Oh no.
No,
Oh
oh.
There's 2 Knuckles. Okay, well, that's actually pretty cool. Give me some Knucks.
no. But you know what I mean? It's just like when people... I saw people legitimately getting upset about Mania spoiling them. I said, what's there to spoil?
Yeah.
Maybe the stages, but honestly,
Which,
why should
by the way,
matter?
I'm just gonna drop this here. It sucks that Sonic Mania doesn't have any online multiplayer. Or does it? Well, I got some stuff to test. Knuckles and Knuckles might be more interesting. Also, you find yourself a controller, Matt.
Find my separate controllers?
Find a controller for PC. I'll just go put it that way. There is no local. There's only local multiplayer in Mania, but I think I found a workaround. But I have to test it. So I tested it with myself, and it works great. But these computers are on the same network. I want to see how that works online.
Online?
Yeah, so I was playing as Knuckles and the Knuckles.
Okay.
So it's possible to do local multiplayer online. It's just PC only, obviously, or PS4.
Online.
Well, can we get some? Can we get a PS4 copy and then talk to me then? with PlayStation Plus. Because that's a cool thing. It's just we need Plus for that. Which that's like the one thing I did get to test. I was wanting to, but that's kind of an expensive test just to see how well that service works. I've heard mixed things, only because of the connection. I would have liked to try share play on PS4, but apparently you need a super good connection for that. And I think we got this.
Win?
Oh well, that. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Yeah, what the heck?
We are off by 5%.
Okay, that one actually looks like 5%, so at least I'll give it that.
Yeah. That was so close.
At least now I'm Defender, so that's at least a good point of experience.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Like the failure music, so sad.
I got something today. There was my parents were having a big garage sale last weekend, and they couldn't get rid of this display thing that spins around on a lazy. And I told my mom, "Can I just have that because I could put my amiibos on that."
Yeah, that's a good thing to
they
use.
were like, I was like, okay, and they're like, all right, do you want? Yeah, because I have a bunch of figurines that are just crammed on a desk. I could probably put them on that.
Yeah.
So we brought it down here today, and I'm gonna tomorrow.
But lately, since you installed that second shelf, Sonic was no. I'm thinking about getting shelves for my Amiibos instead of having them on boxes because, like, lately with Breath of the Wild, just been pretty much taking them out of their boxes a lot just to use them. And like, well, they're starting to get more usability.
Yeah, the thing is, if you use your Amiibos, it gets cumbersome to keep them in boxes, which is why I just took them all out because I know I'm going to use these at some point. Yeah. So yeah, the shelf method's usually one of the best things to do for an Amiibo.
Dude,
I was like, hey,
Amber has a bunch of Amiibo, but the thing is, though, she could just use mine so she can keep hers in the
they're
inbox,
sealed.
And
So your guys' problem is easy because you have 2 sets.
yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
that's why I just started to swim.
Yeah, I get a lot of growth.
Now, I was hoping that shot would have killed. Did not.
You know, I really hate that moment whenever I'm using a roller. I'm about ready to attack somebody with a roller, but I don't have any used at all.
Yeah, it sounds about right for rollers. It happens all the time, and it really does suck.
But anyways, I've been thinking about this idea of doing a stream of unboxing things live. So it's something I have on my channel.
Unboxing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It really does help if you have like a separate camcorder to hook up with that. Definitely just use that. Because that really helped when I did mine. I was not going to use a webcam for that. I mean, that's probably why now that whole Elgato cam thing, whatever the heck they're calling it now, for the camera thing is selling out crazy. People just done with webcams for streaming. Like, for stuff like that, it's really useful. I just have like 3 capture cards. Thanks, guys. But I'm good.
Oh, you friggin' dueling person! God. People who are good at this really can't. Like,
They can get distance on you so easily.
oh,
Yeah.
they know I'm up here too. They're throwing bombs at me at the base. I'm like, sucking bombs.
Oh, dadgummit.
Wow, this isn't looking good, guys. This is
I
not
go
looking
into
good.
the inkjet. Octopus gets me from the floor. Then he activates the inkjet just to rub in my face. Come on.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah, I just seen that happen. He jumped right up here.
He had armor on. I couldn't kill him.
Yeah, I heard like 1 click of that when I shot him, so I could see definitely why you couldn't take him out.
Oh my god, yeah, they're all jumping for the base. I'm like stuck over here. I could technically jump though.
Yeah, if you do, just at least watch your territory. One of the best things to do is usually it's safe to jump to someone who just used an inkjet, because you're not jumping towards them, you're jumping to where they used the inkjet. So it's usually safe. Also, they pretty much covered this entire map with green, so that's the thing.
Oh yeah. Man, these are tough battles.
Yeah, they're just not
We
really
don't-
letting us do much.
Yeah. A lot of people, I assume.
I tried. Oh my god.
Yeah,
you
that's
really
pretty much all
did.
green. And the worst part is we were all actively shooting.
Ah, yeah.
So that's definitely one of those cases where they really pushed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no
Holy
drops or
crap.
anything. It's just they actively pushed hard.
Even just the kills on their side, 7, 5, 8, 3.
Man. I'm the weakest link in this team.
Man, I can still be pretty rusty though. I don't play this that often, to be quite.
I'm using tilt controls.
I'm not using those controls.
You know, if they're armoring up, I got my zapper ready. We gonna do the same. Hey, Matt's like, I'm done painting the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
Because
shooting
I've
people.
I've been getting last place even though I had the
Yeah. But to be fair, it's also one of those things where I think the normal roller is pretty alright, but it seems like everyone right now is using so much long distance, it doesn't help at all. So
No,
it
it
doesn't seem like the
doesn't.
roller tonight's a good idea. Or at least for the people we fought so far.
Yeah.
It does seem like the people we've been facing against, though, like, they're pretty decent.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we've seen everyone's levels, and they're all pretty high, too. So it's showing we're getting some people who've played a good amount of Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
I looks at my own level. Yeah, guys.
You did it. You played
Yeah,
a lot of
level
Splatoon. It's like, hey, can you tell me how many hours you put into Splatoon? Oh, man, I play, like, over 200 hours. Great. Why are you only level 5? Oh, Splatoon 2! I thought you talked about the first.
Yeah. Oh man. Still, every single time I see a lot of new people who join up just to play
Oh, like
Splatfest.
Squid.
Yeah, that's true.
Squid Girl. Yeah. Oh, this map.
Inkbot Art Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make some art. Pink it up. Pink everything.
Oh, let me guess, we're fighting our own team again.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're pink. So pink everything. Just don't pink. Don't pink the squids. That'd be a little awkward. Try to explain that one to the parent.
Do the ink kids, or do the squid kids have parents?
Probably. I mean, what kid doesn't have a parent, right? They gotta be born from something.
How come we never see them in game?
That's a good question. Where's Cuttlefish? Yeah, see? I got a point with that one.
I'm still getting used to doing super jumps with the gamepad from the first game.
Yeah. I feel like
Gosh,
super
I'm
jumps
not-
are really useful when you're using the motion control, but when you're not, it is very slow. Because aiming with the stick to jump to people, it takes a while, and you have to rely on doing the up, right, or left commands if you're gonna jump, if you're not using motion. Because it takes way too long to point. Which makes beacons even harder to jump to now.
Yeah, because you have to move that like cursor thing around.
Yeah, so again, if you're not using the motion control for the pointer, then super jumping with the sticks are real awkward.
We gotta get that first. Oh my goodness, someone took a
Oh,
case.
wow, I'm surprised that killed us both. One inkjet shot killed 2 of us. What the heck? Okay, I wasn't expecting to see that trail in the beginning of the base. Like someone just shot up a slew of curler bombs or something.
I think that was me.
Oh no, an enemy that did that.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's like a trail of blue.
I was like trying to run away from them, trying to distract them.
I can't even get back up my special. I got it in the beginning, and now I can't get it again, which would really help right now.
know. Oh my god, I think you're gonna kill that person.
That sniper is the big problem too, because they've been on that perch this entire time. I don't think they died once. And if they did, they got back quick every time.
Yeah, I know.
So they're not giving us much of a chance when it comes to the center.
Oh my goodness, wow. That sniper's good.
Wow, at least I got Squid Girl, but not until she got me.
Oh, that sniper's gonna really take us out. In regards, yeah. No, this is.
I mean, we haven't won the game. I'm just gonna push forward. Yeah, let's see how bad of a loss this was, because there was a lot of blue. I mean, it was closer than I thought, but that's still a lot of blue.
Need one of the sides. Definitely need one of the sides.
Man,
That
I ain't
barely
gonna
looks
be
like purple.
like king with this rate.
Oh my goodness.
So we cannot fly high.
I think it's just because we're coming across a lot of tough teams because it's squad. Probably. Because at least like if with randoms, I think it can be easier because
Yeah.
they're just they various different levels, right? So between people who play it a lot and people who don't.
Yeah. So my controller's dying. Yeah, I think the 5th time I've seen that for Pro Controller.
It's like, this is the 5th time I've ever seen my controller die on me.
Hardest part is to find the right cable. USB micro B, Lightning, HDMI, Ethernet. Oh, there's a USB-C cable. I got way too many cables in just one drawer.
Do you have the Splatoon 2 theme Pro Controller?
No, I didn't bother with that one. It looks alright. It's just it's another $70 and I have one. So I'm good.
Are you both playing with Pro Controller?
I'm using my Pro Controller, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have the
am.
Splatoon 2 version, though.
I always just play with Pro Controller if I'm at home, just because I usually keep the Joy-Cons railed onto the Switch. So
Yeah,
at that point, I
same
can
here.
just grab them and go.
I'm using Joy-Cons and the Joy-Con grip.
I mean, that still works, especially
Nothing
with
wrong
those
with
games.
that.
The only problem I have for a game like this, those sticks take a bit to get used to. They're small.
Yeah, I was slow even getting like the Wii Pro Controller. I didn't get that for a while either. Like,
I find one thing that is awkward playing Splatoon especially is the right trigger button to like attack. If you're trying to spam it, it's hard because it's really freaking small.
Yeah, that's the big thing. The triggers on the Joy-Cons take some time to get used to for a game like this. Oh, you know what's the worst idea, by the way, as well? Playing Splatoon 2 with gyro control on while using the Switch in handheld mode in a car. Don't do it. It just doesn't work. Someone makes a turn and your character just does a hard right or left. It doesn't work.
Jeez, I tell you, it's too hard finding people to join up with.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Splatoon 2 online setup. Oh my god.
I just kind of wish like they had it where
Dedicated servers, please.
I wish they had it where you could just join friends normally.
Yeah. Like, why? Like, why can't you? It's a little weird how you can only join if someone's making a lobby of friends like this, and you have to be on the same team.
You wouldn't think it. You wouldn't think it would take much more for them to do that. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Cause yeah, I think like I'm trying to remember. I think isn't in the old Splatoon that you could actually join up via that way too with your friends, maybe.
Yeah, it's the exact same that they did for Splatoon 2 multiplayer that they did with the first, but with Splatfest, it's either you play with randoms or you just play in a private battle. You still couldn't join friends in Splatfest back then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
I just still find it inconsistent how every other mode lets you find randoms if you don't have a full set, but this one is the one mode that doesn't. Oh, he buys pandas. That's good to know.
Hey, we found people.
Yeah. And now we have the spin-off company to iBuyPower, who builds custom PCs. We have iBuyPanda, who builds custom pandas.
Here we go.
Well, now I know what I could rename my iBuyPower PC I have in the household. I'm just going to call it iBuyPanda. Because that's actually a clever name. It just doesn't make any sense.
It sounds like a password that you use on him.
Well, I guess now I know his password. Use it to hack his account. Free money.
Hacker man.
I actually killed iBuyPanda by rolling over him with the bubble. The hamster wheel kills by rolling over. It's a miracle.
I want to win for a big.
Dadgummit, I just used a freaking special and I died.
Yeah, that does sound like the game. Why, people?
It happened way too more.
Special in here.
It happened.
Oh geez, someone was camping there.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's like you're just trying to spread ink and then you're next thing you know you're hitting somebody's camping. You're like, wait, what?
It's funny when you kill them like that.
I know.
Yeah. Because they're thinking they're all high and mighty by doing the camping trick and then they get killed anyways.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, I seen that ouch too. That's actually good you did that. Whoever died.
Ouch. Saying ouch is up on.
It's good when you die and you say ouch sometimes because it definitely tells you that if you're near the person saying ouch, you probably should watch out. I've also been chasing this guy for a solid minute and we can't kill either one. We're both using aerospace.
Ouch. Ouchie. Yes, game. I know that we're in danger. We're always in danger. Things like.
Ink fast. Oh, I just clicked in the stick and I immediately exploded from a lag kill. That's the worst.
Most of the kills I'm getting is just like both of us dying. Crazy.
Yeah, they got that. That was close, but
yeah,
nothing.
That was a fight like just to survive alone, not just splatting anything.
Yeah, we all kept them dying. That was the biggest problem. They were up there and killing. What? No, actually, surprisingly, it was even for killing. I was expecting more kills on their side.
Yeah, no, but...
Because every time I turned around, we were all dead.
I know, but then it seemed like a lot of the kills, sadly, were just like I said, double splat. Like, they gotta kill me, I gotta... And that's nice, but not really, because then you can't like cover ground. So.
Yeah. The problem
kinda
is, a game like this would be really useful for use like the beacons, but I know a lot of you guys don't use super jumping, so beacons are useless at that point. And then every other weapon, a little mixed on.
Yeah.
I would go back to Splash.
For jumping, just because like most times I did it, like always my teammate was in a bad place.
Yeah, that's
like,
why usually if I jump, it's either when I know no one's around, if I have something stealthy on my shoes, or it's a beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, yeah, it's not always jump.
It's not always good to jump sometimes because you'll just end up bait for the other people.
Yeah, you gotta know that Splatoon meta.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even realize a pun until you just said that. I was like, yeah, bait. Okay.
Okay, well now that I know you did that, I'm gonna go into my Splatoon 2 app here from the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna find you for my last game. I'm gonna report you for squid backing because I can do that, even though you didn't do that to me. This is the internet.
Wait,
Believe me.
What is squid back?
You know, when you kill someone and then you just flap around your squid. That's squid bagging.
It's just.
Oh, squid bagging. I thought you said
It's
squid
just
bagging.
flaming. Okay, if I kill someone, I'll do it then.
Okay, then let's go into the account and ban this one.
Then they'll get. So.
Because it's stupid, because people can technically get you banned for that. Because Nintendo's not going to ask any questions.
I could just say, I don't know, my trigger is sticky. Like, I don't know, like, it's so stupid, because
it's like, how would they prove that? Like, what if you just...
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually them just listening to someone else before they listen to you. It's one of those cases. Which I hate it when companies do that. I just went through that recently with an eBay seller. Like, I hate it when they just assume one thing, ask questions later.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, I bought something from an eBay seller, and he shipped me, not the product, he shipped me just a blank bag, basically. He sent it in a plain old envelope you would send a letter in, so it wasn't there. And I had to make a case with eBay, and they completely shut it on me and favored the guy saying, well, you technically got your item. No, we didn't. There was nothing in the bag. So I'm out like $15 because of that idiot. I had to go order something completely different because of that. Go from someone else.
I don't know. I'm very skeptical about buying anything that's not. You say something.
I don't like buying from eBay, and this is why. This is one of those cases where I had to, because you couldn't buy it anywhere else.
No, geez.
It's one of those things that it's not made anymore, which really sucks.
Ugh,
It's like it's just like a little keychain that it's just like, nah. You technically got your item. Like, no, I didn't.
Oh, of course they put the little special on the front. They would have been dead otherwise. I hate that. There's so many of those people still around. So annoying. I remember one match I had, and legit, it was used 7 times against our. Wow, that isn't a problem.
My wish special was 7 times?
It was the anchor armor.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that sounds
Oh
about
my
right. 'Cause
God.
almost every person you run into will have ink armor anymore. At least one person on a team usually carries a weapon with ink armor. I've noticed. And it doesn't help that right now they got 2 juniors, so they definitely have 2 sets of ink armor.
Yeah, that's why, seriously, every freaking account.
Didn't even see that guy behind me until it was too late. Darn it.
Like, that's it.
Alright, they're kind of pushing it back, but we have a chance here. Oh, I didn't even think that shot was near me. That's the thing with those probes. They have a good reach. I mean, they're still incogs, though.
I killed you. Ugh.
Oh, well, that was just Danger Town. We all just died. Oh, good. I love seeing that the last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, I think if we all lived, at the last 5-second mark, we could have won that.
I know.
But all 4 of us dying just caused too many ink plops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that map, it's so small, too.
Yeah. I will say, this is an easier map to fight on than the version of the stage they used last Splatfest, but at the same time, yeah, it is very easy to get killed here. It's very open. At least it's not possible for you just to randomly fall off the side of the stage like last time, though. It happened way too many times.
Oh, I know. I remember one time on the Shifty station, the last Splatfest, I think I might have been using, I don't know, it was a brush or some sort of weapon that allowed me to do the splat down, and I was on one of the moving platforms.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah, and then it moved on me, and then I just splatted into oblivion. I was like, no, wait, what?
You just went
because
straight into the...
It keeps you momentum when you jump, but when you use the splashdown, it forgets momentum, and it's really inconsistent. It's still dumb.
I know. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I would have got this person that was under me, but it moved.
The timing was just so that
I know that it moved.
That's why I say this shifty station is better, but it's very easy to get killed now. Team Flight taking ass whooping, pretty much.
Yeah, right now anyway.
Also, how are you doing today?
Yeah, definitely. Because...
I am actually half tempted to go load up a game on here and just play, like, 8-bit Bayonet or something. I could actually play through and get a good high score by the time this happens. My god, game. I do miss my gamepad games.
$10 million years later.
Right.
Hey, there you go. At least we have
excited
Invisible.
for...
Yeah, that's just what we needed. I just had to say that.
Yeah,
And
you
then
just
they
had to
came.
say.
And they're like, prove you wrong. It's like that moment where it's like, where's the invisible? Oh, they're invisible. You know,
Yeah.
like,
They're a team full of John Cena's.
Maybe that's why we can't find anyone.
That's
Hang on, Matt. You just had a false start.
Wait, what?
How did my cable come loose? I just seen you start shooting before he said go.
I'm a cheater, gunkin' eater.
is that like the servers maybe?
I think that's a server thing, yeah. But that was like,
I hope
okay,
that-
Matt, calm down. The game hasn't started yet.
I gotta watch back on the feedback now. Gosh.
A little unstable? I don't know what that means, but hopefully everything's
I
alright.
did move
But
before it
doing
said
it right.
go.
Besides Matt being impatient here.
I did move before it said go. That was funny.
I had that happen to me during the global test fire, and that was like back in March. How is that not fixed?
Oh, jeez, I didn't even see that person. Were they like camping? That's what I mean. I have no idea, man.
I'm a very antsy person. Apparently. According to the stream, anyways.
I mean, you couldn't sit still. You had to rush it.
Oh,
Ah, mid-splash.
Brawling.
No drama, yeah. I understand that one all too well. I sent you a message. I text you on that one, so if you want to talk, just let me know. I can do that as well.
Oh.
I would whisper, but like no one uses whispers on Twitch.
You said that, and I just got a random bot.
Yeah, that's who uses whispers. It's not humans. Pretty much. Everyone loves to prove me wrong, apparently, including bots. I have whispers disabled on Twitch because of that reason.
Oh my god, you know what happened to me today against Discord? I'm starting to get like sex bots, sex things.
Oh my gosh,
I
it's
thought we were done
happening
with
here.
those days.
It's happening, and the second time, and I looked at it, it was like some girl's profile pic, and it was like add me in your name or something.
You know what's even funnier too? Rainklaw just literally posted about someone just whispering some sexual things, and as soon as you start talking about that, it's like apparently you two are just having the same issue. Sex bots everywhere. Now on Twitch. Hot grills in your area, and there's just the griller from Splatoon 2.
Oh, darn it! This bomb. What?
This was a mistake.
Are we gonna actually win a game? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, because this looks more bluish purple than anything else.
Oh my god! Please say they didn't push. Please. Say they didn't push.
I see more blue, honestly, on my screen for this than purple.
We have to win. Come on.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
By 4%.
We did it. Oh yeah.
I thought for a second I was gonna jinx this all, and I would have apologized for that.
It's fine. I was just like, you can't not.
Oh my god! I'm a flight defender now. Finally.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Still less than halfway towards the max. 44 to 9, or yeah, like queen. Oh, there we go.
I can already imagine how things would go for these bots. It's gonna be like my thing I'm putting in chat right now. Hot grills in your area. Click this link. And then you get a picture of a legitimate grill.
Grills in your area.
The SonicGhost is the hosting person.
What's wrong?
Be trustworthy. Automatic download something horrible virus. Like,
And now,
boy.
I must time out that user by 5 seconds. I timed out SonicGhost 64. You cannot time out the broadcaster. Well, I guess I can post hot grills however much I like.
No, hot.
It really
squid
grilled your
grill.
computer good.
For this, it'd be like squid themed. It'd be like hot squid.
Let's see. Matt's Up Adventures. Banning reason. Let's see. Harassment.
I'm just waiting for the timeout on
He's
Twitch right now.
harassing. He's harassing my hot grills in Splatoon 2.
Virus and looking at too much booty.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The booty virus from watching too much booty. What are you, a pirate? You're going looking up the treasure chest?
Hey, it's not Talk Like a Pirate Day yet.
Somewhere like random.
I have no idea my controller's charging. I do not see the light on, so I'm gonna check this in between rounds.
Did you guys ever see that animation when you were a pirate?
I think I did years ago.
I think
sounds
so,
familiar.
but I can't. It does sound
It's-
familiar. We might have to watch it
It's
again
like,
later.
is it an loop of that song and weird animations like accompany it?
You are a pirate, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely seen that. It's been years, but I definitely remember that. I mean, the first thing I'm thinking of is Talk Like a Pirate Day and Dead Rising. Just seeing a bunch of the characters talk with like pirate-like themes and just seeing pirate clothes drawn on them. That's like an old video from Storm Dane that I'm thinking of.
There's like one guy that.
I might be looking up in the air like an idiot, but that's because I'm trying to make sure my controller's charging.
Gosh. I still can't believe Dead Rising PS4 now.
I knew that was gonna happen. It was a matter of time. It was a time exclusive thing. Because they did that with Dead Rising 1, 2, 3, off the record.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Well,
Dead Rising 3 is on
3
PC. Dead Rising
forgot.
1 is on Wii. That came out like a year after the game came out on Xbox 360. Dead Rising was never exclusive to Microsoft. It was always time exclusive, so I'm not surprised. And I'm glad they're doing it just because they get a Game of the Year version out there. So at least now you don't have to worry about buying all your DLC again. Also, why is my audio cutting in and out of Discord all the dang time? I'm changing things here. Oh, there you guys are. What the heck? That's weird.
I don't care though. I'm not buying Dead Rising. I have it for Xbox One. I'm not gonna buy it on PS4.
I might only because I don't have it yet. That's about it. I don't need to worry about co-op because the game doesn't have it. It only has like that weird multiplayer mode thing.
That bothers me. Why that game doesn't have co-op when all
It's
the other
kind of
ones
weird
did.
because it's going back to the Dead Rising 1 approach for gameplay. Because the co-op works great in the Dead Rising series, so I'm surprised to see they didn't want to continue. Especially in this age of multiplayer gaming. Oh, those are R-curler bombs. I just seen bombs behind me and I was getting nervous.
Yeah, no, that was me.
Dadgummit. Ugh. I need to get better weapons, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably do. To be fair, you're getting there in levels, so you're gonna get some better stuff here very soon.
Yeah.
This one's the fun one that you like the play style of.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And since you're so used to a lot of these weapons from the first game anyways, you just have to get to the point where you can unlock the one you used the most in the first.
We actually
I mean,
won again. Yay.
There was a reason why, before the first official Splatfest of the game, I pushed for gold arrow spray, because I used that all the time in the first, for Turf War. Because it just works.
I used aerospray in Splatoon.
I find the gold one in this game is much better than it was actually in Splatoon 1,
I
because
used to use the spoon
the ink mine just didn't work for the weapon. It was a cool idea, but it didn't have a good proper use. While here, having a sprinkler, much better. Not to
What
talk
was the
about so
color?
much. Let's paint my
Like-
let's paint my aerospray gold and go back to it.
It was like stealth or something, so they couldn't tell if you were placing it. I think.
Yeah.
And
Oh, well, the thing is that destroyed it was just the bomb sniffer ability, which is why they took it out, I think. But at the same time, I miss it so much.
Yeah.
It was such a useful ability, and it's just non-existent anymore.
Love like battles where it's like baller versus baller.
Yeah, pretty much.
The bubbler, that's right, the bubbler. Two people bubble and it's like pushing each other.
The entire team bubbles each other and you just run senselessly.
Yeah, or you just at that point you just try to push them off the map because it's all you can do. Ricochet.
Yeah, it was either that or Crack, and you would push people off the map with, because Crack had the same problem after the first update. So you just see the Crack and just fall off the stage, and it was always hilarious. And also infuriated Kraken player.
Rage quit.
Throws game down on the floor and then realizes I shouldn't do that because he can't buy these things ever.
Disconnecting my Switch rage quit.
Rip the cord out of the wall.
Lester, I heard something the other day, and I think you guys are gonna laugh at this because you're gonna wonder how. But I heard that there is a Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition Switch play.
How the heck did that not kill me? Oh my god.
It makes sense because these are the same people who put Skyrim on every console in existence so far. So it makes sense for them to want to do a Switch port. But that's weird to hear there's a Game of the Year version for Switch.
Yeah,
But don't you think it's weird that Fallout 4 is going to be on the Switch because won't the game run in 15 frames per second at that point?
Yeah, I'm going to be a little concerned of performance. Because we want to see how Skyrim runs on this thing before we can say Fallout 4 can come to the system. I've heard that's okay, but that's also a game from 2011. It better be okay. There was a funny thing I actually seen the other day of someone arguing there's no point in consoles anymore because of Sonic Mania, and it was funny because people were saying, man, your school computer can run Sonic Mania. What's the point of consoles? The only things you should ever have is a Switch and a PC. My school computer playing Sonic right now. What the hell?
What the heck?
And then you realize you're never allowed to use a computer again because you're playing video games in class.
Yeah.
I've done that before though, so I'm guilty of it.
But your class was more lenient for that, Lester.
Oh, I'm talking about in high school. Of course, the
okay.
college class I had, yeah, that was more lenient. I brought my Switch in, and we all played it. So that last week of the class was great. But I did that in high school, and like some teachers didn't really even question it. They're like, it's all right. We're not doing work yet. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just play some Super Smash Bros. 64 on your computer. It's fine.
Back in my day, there was something called Flash games on Newgrounds.
Yeah, that was another thing we did a lot too. Everyone was always playing a Flash game. If they weren't playing an emulator, it was Newgrounds.
I remember addictinggames.com.
Oh yeah, that was another one.
Yeah. I remember like the tanks game on there where you like control the angle.
Oh
yeah. You guys remember the lemonade stand game?
That one I don't think I've seen, no.
It was supposed to teach you about capitalism.
Oh.
Can't say that I have.
No, this is how capitalism works, kids.
Teaches you how to run a business. That's what that game was supposed to. It was a fun game, but
it's very different to say the least.
No, actually, I do think I remember that because you can like change the price of like your ingredients. And stuff.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah.
You guys remember the Oregon Trail?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a big one.
Do you guys remember the animation called Foamy on the grounds?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
There was a game on addictinggames.com called Kitten Cannon. Do you guys remember that?
Oh god, yeah. I've seen a lot of people play that for a while. and then there was also Bloons Tower Defense. That was another one.
Bloons Tower Defense. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Man, they're going like, down memory lane.
Didn't get away with today. I don't know. I just think now, what if Foamy was on YouTube? Me and that would get taken down so fast.
Oh man, I just saw another one. You guys remember Super Mario Brothers?
Oh, the Super Mario thing.
To be fair, I think there is a Flash version of that now, so that's actually a legitimate question. As sad as that sounds.
Wasn't there another one like Time to Bomb the Dong or something like that?
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
It was really screwed up.
We were saying like kitty cannon or whatever where you launched the
There's just a lot of
I remember there was a game that was How to Kill Your Boss.
Yeah, I've seen videos of those once, and those are weird games. The How to Kill series is weird.
Maybe another one is called Beat Takashi. Takashi's Challenge.
Yeah, that's another one. So give this guy like another like minute or so, and we see where we go from here. He's either done or just getting some more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to go check like the message and see what it says.
Oh yeah, I see him still in Splatoon 2, but I think he might just be messing around in the hub area.
Yeah.
Which that's fine with me. After every couple, actually, while we wait, I should probably do the same, only because I'm out of stuff on my shirt. So I should probably go get another fried drink.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna have someone burn my shake.
Do a quick burp too, then I guess might as well. Quick mini break.
What do I want next? I think I'm gonna go with Inksaver Sub next. He burped my shake.
He burned my shake. Oh my god. I remember that. You burned everything. You were my shake. How you burn a shake?
Ask Krusty Sean, cause he can fry you a shake. I actually want to watch this performance real quick. Oh god, that's too zoomed in on Pearl's face. No thank you. I don't want to see her 1-2 shooting into my camera.
Her one tooth.
Yeah, I can see one of the two fang teeth, and you zoom in too much, you get the one tooth. Oh, I love this one. I missed this post before. To the invisible boatmobile! And you actually see a drawing of him. Glad we have Merman Man. Merman is here.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I'm going to look at my what was it? My VSO Catalyst, which kind of tells me like my analytics on my videos and how much my videos make and stuff like that. And they had on the top there, they had like key terms that I could use to help boost my popularity in my videos. And one of them it uses like current like trends.
Yeah.
And one of them is Brexit. And I'm like, that was a year ago. Why is it still
current
a
trends
thing now? Like current trends, not trends from a year ago, guys. Please.
That's like you say you need to put in your next video title. It has to say Harlem Shake, otherwise you're not going to get your day one views.
Harlem Shake. God.
I know, that old meme from 2013.
Anyways, yeah, I checked. I don't know. No messages from them, so I don't know if they're finished or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Hang on. I'm going to see. Like, he's still technically in the game, so yeah, who knows. Gonna give this one more minute. If I don't see something, I might just do a random match just so we don't sit on a blank screen. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's really worth bringing up because there's been a lot of weird stuff that happened this week. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to tell half of my crap. I just want to see what's going on in the game news to talk about.
So wait, what's going on? What?
Oh, now just looking over stuff. That's about it.
Okay.
Given this time. Oh, I guess the one thing I should bring up is if anyone's tried Pirate Queen's Quest and have Genie Hero yet. Because I've been really wanting to try that.
I haven't had a chance to. I haven't even beaten the main game.
Yeah. I've heard it's pretty good. It's like a $10 thing of DLC, and it's definitely worth the $10, which is nice.
I've been too busy with Shovel Knight. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna change this up. While we wait, I'm gonna go do a different thing.
Like, I beat the main campaign. We did the co-op thing, but I think I was doing, what was that one with the scythe?
Oh, the Spectre Knight.
Yeah, that was the next one I was doing. I really, so far I've been enjoying that one.
Spectre Knight's really fun to play with, honestly, because he's very fast-paced.
That one kind of reminds me of a Castlevania feel.
Yeah, I can see why.
Is that it? Okay. Lester, did you make a team?
No, I backed out because so far I'm waiting on a response. Haven't seen anything, so so we don't just watch a lobby scream on stream. We'll just jump to a random game.
Oh, okay.
I was back in the team. It's just we're not progressing yet.
All right.
If we know if anyone else who plays the game and sends out the request on Team Flight and gets them in, good. Which that means we should probably contact Jarrett and just say get in here now. Screw work.
Jarrett, where are you?
Play your games.
Yeah, I'm just
Stop doing what you're doing and come home and play games.
That's official. I had to send ketchup chips to all of you guys down there.
Yeah.
Having some right now.
Let's go try something different.
So good. The weird thing that came into Canada is something called all grass. I think that's what it is. It's like I don't know, barbecue sour cream.
It's also like they took a bunch of common flavors and mixed them together.
Ew.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a mix.
It doesn't sound very good.
It's I'm unsure how to feel.
That kind of reminds me of the whole Doritos Mountain Dew they tried to do earlier.
do you mean early? They're still pushing for that. They still want you to get both.
Well, no, I mean they made Doritos flavored.
Oh, you mean like in a
Mountain Dew.
mix? Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Ugh.
I'm like, ugh. Nacho cheese is one thing.
I don't need to drink
don't wanna-
raw sugar. Like that. No.
I don't want to drink stuff. That's disgusting.
Yeah, drinking chip flavors. Like what?
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I understand Doritos and Mountain Dew kind of go together because, MLG and stuff, but...
It was a stupid combination, honestly, because those are probably the two worst things you can have. So let's just put them together.
Yeah. Why
Like,
not?
of all the sodas, Mountain Dew is the one that has the most sugar. Alright, give it the professional gamers. What? No, I'm just gonna make them collapse during the MLG games.
And not blare their air horn. Lester's going for his ass right now.
No, I'm just dying.
Yeah, right now I'm gonna separate nap. And hopefully
Yeah,
I guess speaking of that, because we're pulling for conversation at this point, have we seen anything from the new COD, which is just pretty much 2009 COD again?
Oh, Call of Duty.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
I've seen
like-
some of the beta played, and it's like, that's pretty much what I remember 7 years ago.
Some of the new Call of Duty.
I mean, I like the old COD, like COD 1, 2, and 3, where it was World War II, but... I don't
just
know
see
if I'm
this,
gonna-
and I'm like, it's just not worth it. Because it's just like the ones from back then. It doesn't even feel different. That's the big problem the series has, and will continue to have it. Activision doesn't change things. So right now they're either doing futuristic or a war. I saw the title screen. It says "Join the fight." It doesn't even actually say "start." It's like, wow, it's already starting on a very sad note.
But yeah, considering the series falls into the syndrome of, you played one, you eventually played them all.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was one of those where it didn't change enough for you, so do you only play the different ones? And then you have the full experience?
Did I tell you guys about installing not Advanced Warfare, see, I can't even remember the names of
There's too many of them.
too many of them. Infinite Warfare. Did I tell you how many gigs it is to install that dang game? It's like 130 gigs.
Wow.
I'm like, holy moly, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And you guys wonder why I have like 5 hard drives in my computer. Games take up a good chunk of those hard drives.
Yeah.
And my consoles are no different. My PS4 has almost 2 terabytes. My Xbox One has 2 terabytes. And they're both pretty full.
That's the thing, like, it's just getting ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know.
drive space is one of the cheaper things, but still.
Yeah.
One thing I am happy about in a way, like, I'm still mad that you still have to go out and get that micro SD card for the Switch. One thing I am happy about? The physical games don't install on your hard drive.
No, I think the saves might, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it, but that's
Which
how it
is
should
nothing, because saves are only a couple kilobytes. They're so small, you barely forget they're even on the system.
Yeah, I know. That's why I play physical for the Switch.
I mean, I get it because they're cheaper. Like,
Yeah.
I would like to have the convenience of taking all my games in the go for my portable systems, but they're not cheaper. So, I just would prefer physical media for that reason, too.
Yeah.
Plus, just get a carrying case. You'll have all
Yeah,
your
my
games in
carrying
there.
case doubles as the stand, because I hate the stand that's on the back of the Switch. It's so flimsy. So I just use my carrying case as a stand, and it works beautifully.
Yeah, I got a case. I used maybe like once so far, but
Yeah, I take my Switch with me a lot, so it gets a lot of use. I just keep a lot of my games in the carrying case because of that now.
yeah.
Now, you're kind of like me in a way. I do that too.
I mean, I normally don't do that, but if I'm going to keep on taking it in and out, I'm like, I'm just going to leave them in.
Yeah.
Because the ones I have in my carrying case are the multiplayer games, like ARMS, Mario Kart, stuff like that. which I have not touched ARMS in like 2 months though. So I feel bad for that game.
There was a new character added to it.
Exactly, and I don't like its design because I don't like clowns not all that much. It just kind of looked overly creepy in a lot of media. And this one's no different.
You mean you're not gonna go see the new It movie?
Oh, I don't care. I don't really care for it. I'm not afraid of clowns or anything. I just like, eh.
I'm not afraid of crowns.
Yeah, crowns are fine. Can I have my champion rank? How about a king? I'll go for king. Give me that crown. But like I said, in media, clowns are just kind of there. They act weird because they can. So I'm just like, eh. Seen the character, it looked okay. I just like its new arms more than the actual character design. The arms actually seem pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't bother getting arms. I don't know.
I mean, I enjoyed when I played the test punch thing. It's just, it came out at a very bad time because 2 weeks later, you had the Crash Trilogy come out, and then Splatoon 2, like a month later. So for the Switch alone, Splatoon 2 kind of overshadowed the game.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. This year's been a very strong year for games. There's been a lot of good games that came out this year.
Oh yeah.
It's just, I don't have time to play every single one of them.
That's why I'm handpicking what games I get at this point. That's why I didn't get Mario & Rabbids. Also, how you doing, Big Planet 420? How's it going?
Hello. Oh my god.
Oh, wow, I was close by like 7%. You almost got that.
Nah, we'll fall down. I did pick up Mario & Rabbids, and I really like the game. It's really fun. Like I said on my Twitter post, it kind of does remind me of Final Fantasy Tactics in a way where you have to, like, if you attack the people like behind them, you get like 100% chance of hitting them and stuff like that. That's what I was kind of getting the vibe from.
Yeah. I think I slightly remember the username now. The my number 9 stream. Yeah, I think you're one of the ones that helped me through that campaign too. Because Race Toy, my god. I remember how terrible that was for my first time. It's just not fun. Too difficult. So now I remember that. Oh, dude, if you haven't played that DLC in my number 9, it is like it's terrible. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not good. It's way too difficult for its own good. That final boss alone took me like an hour. If you want to see my struggles, the stream is up on YouTube. And there were struggles.
Well, Ukulele's coming to Switch soon, I hope.
When?
That's
my big
when
question.
it is, I don't know.
Oh my god, you're doing hyper mode for Ray. Good luck. I wish you all the luck. Cause that, oh. Yeah, I know they still have plans for Ukulele on Switch, but they still haven't talked about a release date for that.
I think they're still working on it. That's why.
Yeah.
People Stardew Valley on the Switch. Stardew Valley.
Because they did talk about doing that, yeah. So people wondering about the release date for that too, especially with the Nindies thing.
Did you watch the Nindies thing this week?
I didn't watch it, but I heard enough, and I am super excited for Travis to come back for No More Heroes and a Shovel Knight cameo thing. Like, just having a mix with Shovel Knight, I was not expecting to see No More Heroes get. That was really cool.
Yeah, end up getting a chance to watch it.
You should. It was really good. It was pleasant.
You know what I'm surprised to see? Hidden My Game by Mom. That's the name it got on the Android Play Store. But like that Mom Hid My Game, I played that on my phone. That's a really weird game, and that's getting a Switch port.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just recommend don't get on the Switch, just get on your phone because it's free. Just get there.
Yeah.
But just play it. It is weird. Lose on purpose on that game. The deaths on that game itself are so weird. Like there's one point where your mother tries to hide her 3DS and you get eaten by like an alligator. Trying to get out of the alligator's mouth. The game is weird. Yeah, you heard me. You mom hid your 3DS in the alligator's mouth.
and then you have to go.
One of the solutions is actually taking the 4 members of the Beatles and arranging them proper. And then you find your 3DS.
What the heck? That's weird.
This is a really weird game. The second game had like a lot of the same weird depths too. So hopefully that comes to Switch at some point to do in the first. At least this game's gonna have a proper translation this time. I'm serious, if you guys haven't seen the game, look it up. It's on iOS and Android. Hidden My Game by Mom, I believe it's called, on the stores there. It was a weird translation. Because the guy obviously doesn't speak English.
It's called Mom Hid My Game.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be called on Switch. Like I said, I'm going to look it up on my phone here, just to make sure what it's called on the stores here. Unless you change the name. Because I played that back in like February. It was real good. It's real weird too.
So I'm gonna assume it just plays like an old.
Like an old point and click.
Pretty much, it's just a giant scavenger hunt with point and click elements, yeah. So you're not just tapping out where your game system is located. Sometimes you're trying to move around items, which is the point and click style. Yeah, there we go, we got the win.
Yeah, they're making a new No More Heroes. Makes me want to go get the other 2 games on Wii and play them.
I'm probably gonna end up just like picking up the PS3 version for the first game, but yeah, the second game's only on Wii. Which is kind of weird how the first game got a port, and then the sequel didn't. It's a little weird. Yeah, the game on the iOS and Android side is gonna be called Hidden My Game by Mom. And it's weird. Like, you got some normal stuff where you like break a vase, you find it, you have it underneath the couch. But where your mom pops out to find you sometimes is really weird. Like, I had one point, you give an old man a mask to make him look like Freddy Krueger, and he tries to kill you.
What the heck?
Yeah, that's pretty screwed up.
Yeah.
Hidden My Games by Mom. That's weird.
Yeah, one of the ones was also weird where you actually find this lady in a pool of water, and you have to pick the right 3DS. There's one point where there's people driving like motorcycles in your house, and you have to cross traffic just to get to your system.
What the heck?
There's one point where you have to defuse a bomb, and if it goes off, then your mom catches you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
There's like a lot of weird deaths.
I know Stardew Valley's coming to Switch will be really good because I like the game. The game's really good.
Yeah, and the fact they're gonna have multiplayer at some point.
Yeah. Oh, I got a story to bring up actually now thinking about things too with that. Because the whole, some of these games getting crossplay thing. But I want to at least read this first. For all of us, I'm going to make it. What's your favorite weapon in Splatoon 1? I guess we're going to be particular, but we're going to try and answer for both. Because the weapons are the same. So far, it's been Aerospray. Like, I've used Aerospray a lot in both the games.
Mine's favorite gold Aerospray. I like that
Like,
one.
I've used gold a lot, but if I'm going to use it for other things, it's also Kraken Roller. I get a lot of use out of the Kraken.
Mine's Aerospray. Mine was the, what was it? The Legion Orbit. That's what I call it. The Ink Strike. That was mine.
Yeah, that's gold Aerospray from the first.
Yeah.
Splash Shot Pro, I do like that for its range. My only complaint is sometimes the ink consumption on those things can really be a hindrance. Like, if we don't have some good stuff for ink consumption, it really sucks away the ink. It's good for killing, but for Turf War, I can't use it. Like, I'll use it for ranked mode. But one thing I thought of, actually, apparently, I heard Microsoft's trying to convince Sony more to do crossplay stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're really trying to push for that again. Because Sony's the ignorant one right here. I can't remember what the game they're trying to push for the crossplay right now in particular, but they're trying to push for this.
Probably Minecraft.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's Minecraft this time. I thought it was something different. I know Rocket League's another big one they've been trying to push.
I want to play Rocket League because it'll look interesting.
Just don't buy the physical version on the Switch, though. If it's going to be $60, that is way overpriced. You could buy it for $30 on everything else.
It probably isn't going to be over. It's probably not going to be.
Oh, it is $60. The orders for it right now are $60. That's what I'm saying. Don't get on physical Switch yet. So, I don't know why it's priced that high. The game is only a $20 download. Even with all the DLC, the game's still $30. So I'm a little confused on that pricing.
Did you hear that Sonic Forces is going to be 40?
Is it? I didn't hear the price.
Yeah, Sonic Forces is only $40.
I'm surprised, honestly, because that's like a big AAA design title. So it's surprised to see budget price. Because honestly, it's looking like this holiday season, I'm probably just going to picking up Mario Odyssey and then that. So that's good, that's going to be cheaper.
Well, I'm kind of glad I told you that now. I didn't know you were...
Yeah, because honestly, I'm going to have to cancel a lot of pre-orders because money now is really going to be strict.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have to do it too because, well...
Oh, yeah, you're losing a job. And I kind of lost a room. So I kind of need a lot of money right now.
You lost a room?
Yeah, so I haven't told this one yet. I woke up the other day and there was a leak coming out of my window in my bedroom, and my carpet was pretty wet. I had to rip up the floor. So I don't have carpet anymore in one room in the house. And that's gonna cost like $1,000 to fix. So, yeah, that really hurt.
Sorry, Lester.
Yeah, the next couple weeks really gonna suck here because I'm kind of sleeping wherever. I'm not sleeping in one room. So that kind of sucks. My bed's out in the middle of the living room right now. Well, it used to be. Now
well, that's kind of how I was living for a little while. You remember that?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm going to be losing my job in a month, so I'm going to have to be tight on money because the only money I'm getting is from that severance package.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I had an interview earlier this week, though. I don't know if I'm going to get the job, though, because they're kind of wanting people, like, ASAP. They won't wait a month for me kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, so that makes it a little harder.
Yeah. Well, I hope you find something.
I hope so, too. I told when I went to the interview, I told the people that about my situation, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we heard about that place shutting down. How many? Like 200 people jobs being lost." I was like, "Yeah, don't remind me."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I hate people that do that. It's like that's nice. Not really.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like Sears. At least I don't know. Sears in Canada, they're closing down, and there was like thousands of employees that were promised like severance packages. Well, it turns out that they turned around and they said, "Nope, you're not getting your severance package now."
That's pretty stupid. When you're that close and they promised to begin with, that's bad that they take it away.
Did they sign any papers?
I don't know all the details. All I know is they turned around and said, "Nope, you're not getting your severance package now," and then they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, because I think that like voided it, or they managed to get away with it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people got screwed over. Like, I don't know, just randomly today, my email, I got this like email. It was like for some sort of petition going on. It was some guy. I don't know if there's truth to the story or not. You know, these petitions, it was like a GoFundMe thing, I think. And it basically, he said that his mom worked there for like 20 plus years, and she wasn't getting her severance package anymore. And she was trying to look for a job like crazy because he was in a bad way. And he was saying, yeah, if he did, he called bankruptcy, that I'll give himself really big bonuses on the top of that people in the crowd. So, I don't know. It's just really
That's
horrible.
terrible.
You hear about stories like that.
Yeah, that's just pretty disgusting, honestly. You can't do something like that, kind of promise and take it away. That's really terrible.
Yeah. Just when you think, you know, they'd be like, okay, we'll pay for a little while, just every pack, their little buffer, but then all of a sudden it's like, nope, you got your buffer. But, you know, people make plans around this stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what they have to rely on for a while because they can't find something right away.
Doing.
Yeah,
I'm making my plans. I have to make my plans around the severance package because I'm gonna. Because
there's only so much you can find in an area. That's the problem. There's not like 100 jobs in every area. It's just gonna be hard to find something right away. Especially at this time of the year, because people are back at home. They're done vacationing, so jobs are settling in.
Yeah. No, it's hard out there.
I guess now we can get to this question in chat. It's just a minor one for us, but which is the best girl in Splatoon? If we'll just say them both, Splatoon 1 or Splatoon 2. Splatoon 1, Team Callie all the way.
I was Team Callie too.
I was Team Callie.
So there you go. That's that answer. And this one, everyone's saying Marina so far, and I can actually agree with that. I like Marina more than Pearl.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You say that when we're on Pearl's team, so.
Hey, well, because I like to fly more than being invisible. I feel like I'm invisible half the time in real life. I don't think I need that as a superpower.
Hey, don't say that.
I swear, in public, people just do that. I was like, guys, stop. People are here, including me. Alright, well, thanks for stopping to the stream.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Big Planet.
Yep,
but yeah, the only reason why our job is being lost is because my job was leasing like from this big building from another company, and the company decided not to renew it.
Yeah, so. Okay, that makes sense. They just pretty much, after everything that happened with the company especially, they just kind of lost hope in that one, I'm guessing. Like, they didn't feel like it was worth keeping.
Well, the fact of the matter is we had 2 fires in like
that didn't help.
A 6-month span. That didn't help.
Oh, jeez.
There was a fire that like we were out of work for like 2 months.
Yeah,
that was
again
bad.
Did not help.
Jeez, like did it have wiring problems or something?
Somebody just left a really hot like chemical bath on for a long period of time, and it just caught on fire.
Yeah, it's just people being neglectful.
Someone was being stupid.
Yeah, why isn't that surprising?
The first fire was like up in the vents. It was kind of like it wasn't anybody's fault. It just happened.
Yeah.
But the second one was completely stupid, and I was so mad because that person didn't lose their job.
Yeah, how do you not lose your job after you legitimately set a fire in your company? Accident or not, that's still something that they fire you for.
But they tried to fire me because I passed out because I was sick.
Yeah. They just like, what the heck, guys?
I don't really like this company at work, as you guys could probably tell.
Okay, I know of like, okay, so this is a random story. This is like back, I used to, this is like way back. I did have a job at A&W, and there was this guy I knew, he was a part-timer, and he was legit stealing from the company. Like, he was stealing like, I don't know, ketchup packages and random various amounts of food, and he was like constantly like making burgers for himself for free and eating them off camera and stuff. Anyway, so they eventually realized that like their shipments coming in were short all the time, and then eventually they figured out who it was, and I guess apparently the guy ended up talking to the owner of the store, and he didn't get fired. It was ridiculous, and I saw somebody else who did a good job, and for whatever reason they called them sick one day and they got fired. And I was like, this is ridiculous. That guy should have been fired for stealing from the company, but he didn't. And he also did other stupid things, like throwing ketchup packages at other people, like, while he was working. It was really stupid. But he did a lot of stupid stuff he got away with. And I just remember working there, I just felt like so mad about it. So I was like, you know, this guy, like, just gets away with all this stuff, and get one person, you know, honestly, you know, could be sick, and they get let go. You know, and they do usually a good job.
That's the worst part. Like, this kind of screwed up thing happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could just pretty much summarize what all this with saying people are idiots. Because you usually have people who can do something stupid, and they get a pass. But you get someone else who's doing something by either a complete accident that definitely can be prevented again, or have a condition going on, like they're sick, and they're the problem here. Like, people are just idiots.
The sad thing is, I figured out, and it shouldn't be this way, but it's kind of like if you're gonna start somewhere new, and normally you want to put your best foot forward and stuff, right? And normally that's a good thing, but sometimes they judge you based on like what your best is, and for whatever reason, if you're not your best, like where they think you should be level-wise in any particular day, they start blaming you. But people who do like half-assed jobs, they just think, well, that's as good as they're gonna do. So then if they just keep doing that, they don't get in trouble.
Yeah, it's like it's really dumb. And again, people are just dumb for this.
I have one supervisor that's. I guess I really shouldn't be saying this out public, but nobody knows where.
Oh, you're not saying names. As long as you don't say names, something like that never.
I have one supervisor that is obviously very sexist because he gets on to all the Caucasian people all the time, and yells at them, screams at them. But if there's any like Hispanic or African American like sleeping on the job, he just pats them on the back and just tells them, and just
that's racism right there, and that's technically not allowed.
Yeah,
really just flat out racism. That's all it is. It's just like flat out racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like I said, you guys could probably tell I don't like my job that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it's been falling apart for
Thankfully,
the past like couple months.
It's been falling apart for the past like 3 years.
Yeah, but like the real big falling out part was last year when that first fire happened.
Yeah,
that's when it definitely tanked.
I had one time I had a coworker, and he was a really nasty guy. Like he anyway, the point is like he basically treated me really, really differently just because I was a girl. Like he would work me a lot harder and tell me to do a lot of things, and then if I, for whatever reason, I did the exact same amount of work or job as like say a guy or whatever, he'd like really chew me out for it and say I didn't do good enough or I didn't listen or whatever. So he really talked down to me, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, I've experienced it firsthand what that's like, and it's like I'm not stupid or whatever, but it's just like okay, automatically saying, well, you're gonna not do as good of a job just because of your gender or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Or
like, you don't even know person. You don't even know what I'm capable of.
Yeah, I know. It's like prejudging, like, okay, you're not. Or even if like you mess up and it's just something normal that anybody can do, it's like, well, that it's you get really chewed out for it over anybody else. It's ridiculous, but it happens.
Like mistakes are gonna happen, people.
Yeah, no, but it like legit be the same thing. Like, and then he, go off to like see another coworker who could be a guy or whatever, just get along fine and be like start joking and stuff. And
yeah,
like, I don't
that's
hear,
definitely sexist
like,
right there.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you don't do that kind of
joking
thing.
about who he's been with and all this other crap. Like he really like treating women like crap, even talking about them like past girls he's with, and a lot of bad stuff. Like he was just a bad guy in general. So I was like, yeah, I'm not sorry to leave this job.
Yeah, pretty much.
And people wonder why I like to stay inside most.
Yeah, this is why I don't bother with a lot of individuals.
Welcome back, Big Planet.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh yeah, that wasn't long.
But yeah, just like that. That's one reason. I've over the past couple of years, I've really learned that I just don't like too many people anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, you go through enough like terrible things that happen.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I find like, and it's really sad. It's like I don't know, it's crazy to say this, but you think, like, if you're a kind person, the kinder you are, like, you be treated, pretty good and stuff. It seems like you always need to run across these people that take advantage of that,
Yeah, I've seen that way too many times.
Yeah.
I'm still going through that now, and those people I'm just not bothering with because I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Just sad, right? You think, like, you think, okay, if you do good in the world or you put good out there, that, you might get a little good back, or at least, not that.
And then you get random phone calls out of the blue demanding you to do stuff when you haven't talked to that person in a couple years. The last time I did something for you, I helped you. Why the hell are you demanding? Like, that's pretty much what I get anymore, and that's why I don't bother people like this.
And then not only that is when you finally decide to put to stand up for yourself, you're the bad person.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what happened to me yesterday. And I honestly felt like taking a 3-hour drive to just go strangle someone. It was that bad.
I don't blame you.
Like, mind your own business. It's like, people don't do that. Like how this also became like a haunted debate of stuff because we can't find our own teammates to fight with together.
So we're just battling separately and talking about random things.
I'm sorry I kind of brought this up, but
look, these are issues that
I'm just at least watching how I get, because honestly, if I get too heated into something, I will legitimately scream right now. I'm trying to avoid those topics.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Or at least I'm the one doing that.
Okay, I don't like to get anybody all heated up and everything.
No, I know.
I'm triggered.
So if Sonic died, he would become a Twitch YouTuber streamer.
Well, he has to make his money somehow. He can't go fast anymore, so he's got to play video games for a living.
Gotta play my own games, even if the bad one.
I mean, Sonic has a bad dream of someone painting his arms blue. So, that doesn't help.
I'm getting triggered with this match I'm in. It's like, it's one of those matches where we are pretty much, like, winning, and then we lose it so fast.
Yeah. They happen all the time anymore, I feel like, in these Splatfests. Trying to be careful so that doesn't happen here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Splatfest can get me so mad.
I've gotten to the point now because I've lost so many fests. I just play them until I can get to the kingdom, and I'm happy.
It doesn't matter if you win or lose, especially now, because you still get so many snails. It's like a 3 snail difference now, so it's nothing.
So that's not so bad.
Yeah, they made it a lot better. So it's still an incentive to win, but it's not nearly as big. So it doesn't feel like you just wasted your time anymore.
Yeah.
I think we killed like 3 of them at the last 5 seconds, so that really helped. Yeah, we won that one. I also like when you're getting the results for the shifty station. Everything has to load in for a split second, so you've seen the objects in the background just kind of pop in. Like the drums in the background just kind of pop in the overhead view. It's a little weird.
How long is Splatfest going on for?
Another 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
Let's go scrub my shirt.
I think that was one reason why when Games Done Quick announced that they were doing a stream this weekend that I was a little excited, because at least that was something I was looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, I just wish speedrunners wouldn't use the cheap webcam mics. They always sound terrible.
You know what's funny? Sometimes they don't have webcams on there and it says no webcam.
Yeah, I'm like, at that point, what's the point of making that feed?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was funny. The last one that did it, I just saw, they put up a meme of it says, "This is where I would put my webcam if I had one."
I was expecting that at one point. That's good they capitalized.
You know how to become insane. Beat Sonic 06 100%.
No, that doesn't make you insane. What makes you insane is beating Sonic Boom 100%. That's worse. There's a lot
Oh,
of
you know
random
what, thank you.
collectibles in Sonic 06, but at least that one, there's a glitch to get most of them as silver right away. There's nothing to save Sonic Boom. Oh. Same for Sonic
Stop it.
Boom. Without stopping, it's still terrible.
You know what would be more insane? Doing both.
Okay, I need my separate bowl for those chips.
Why not both?
Easy. They're both bad. What makes you question how it still has a TV show?
Because the writing's good.
Because memes. Apparently Vector's supposed to actually be in an episode this week. After they showed him off one of the last few episodes. They're actually going to use the character model now.
I hate when you're forced to go on the same map you just lost in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, because I brought it up, speaking of the Sonic cartoons, what was the point in putting Teen Chaotix in Sonic X? I've seen the whole thing. What was the point in putting them in Sonic X? They did nothing.
No, there was no
until
reason.
Metarex. They had
By
one
the way,
episode
the
before
Metarex
Metarex.
one.
Oh, dude, the Metarex saga sucked. It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Yeah, like, after
that was
seeing it,
when
I'm
I
like, wow,
stopped
now I see
watching
why
it.
everyone complained about this so much. Like, I already knew it was
That
bad.
was the point
Ooh.
when I stopped watching the show. I was like, oh god, I can't see it.
Yeah, I stopped around that point too, but I stopped before they even started to air it, so it worked out in my favor because I didn't see any of that. It's like
And
so
I was
many
like,
missed
no
opportunities in
wonder
that thing.
the show stopped.
Yeah. I can tell just from how that was set up, that was a last minute saga. Because they ended it proper, and then they're like, oh crap, we got renewed for another season, what do we do? Put Chris back in. Make him a kid again. Why? Why can't we just have adult Chris? We pay for the voice actor already for kid Chris.
God damn it.
Like, that just had so many problems. Like, Sonic X as a whole itself is okay, it's just you get to that one specific part of the show, and that's when it just went downhill for like 20 episodes. And it was 20 episodes! It was the longest portion of the show that wasn't just one-offs. Thank God Sonic Boom has memes.
Yeah, thank god Sonic Boom has memes. Sonic the Hedgehog. Snooping as usual, let's see.
You know that whole draw on my arm thing I mentioned earlier? That was a reference to the show, because Sonic's having a nightmare about someone who's just coloring his arms blue. He's freaking out about that while sleeping.
That's pretty funny. I can't believe they referenced that of all things.
Oh, they referenced the fan fiction.
That is funny.
You're a little horrified with that one, I can already tell.
Yeah. Because I know how bad Sonic fanfiction.
They referenced the
can get.
Son Amy fan fictions. Yeah, that was weird. They were like, ooh, Son Amy, spicy. I'm not a fan of that one, but it seems like the internet's really into that kind of thing.
The internet's into a lot of weird things, Lester.
Yep, that was the line from the show.
I know.
So, it's like, wow, you guys went there. I wasn't expecting that. At least I didn't actually read the story.
They call the internet the asshole of the world. Pretty much.
I've seen some very horrifying things on your feed. Very horrifying things.
Yep. Oh man, we definitely lost this. Got
And
annihilated.
most of it is from somebody just wanting to shitpost. I'm like, no. Don't
Yeah,
do
that
that.
definitely sounds like people on the internet. Yeah, I've seen the memes from Skylanders Academy, and that's like
Skylanders
filled
Academy.
with memes too.
Oh yeah, Skylanders Academy, when they actually gave Crash Bandicoot a voice.
And it was
Like, what?
bad.
Why? made an Australian accent too.
He's already Australian. It's like, guys, you're forcing an Australian to have an Australian accent. Like, I know the voice actor, you guys, definitely not that. So he's trying too hard.
I actually 100% of Sonic Unleashed.
You know, I'm
I
still
legit
questioning
100%
which version is technically better, the 360 or PS3 because I could barely tell a difference while playing both of them. Besides the obvious frame rate advantage once in a while with the PS3. Because honestly, if we recorded that game for our co-op channel, I was debating on which version to use. Because I got them both.
Oh. What did you think of Final Fantasy 13 the other night?
Let me put it to you this way: I haven't had the inkling to play it again in a little while. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to sit down with it again and give it some more time, maybe. But I will say I've been spoiled by 10, and I have been spoiled by 15. And to kind of start 13 with how different it is, I don't know. I think the one thing that threw me off about it was the fact that it's like it's so
pushing X button way too much.
Yeah, linear, and then doing that on top of it. Because I mean, if it was linear, normally linear is not like a huge deal to me as long as the story's good and all that stuff. But I'd still like to have a little bit of control, like actual, thinking and strategizing, like how the battle's gonna go. I mean, there probably is a bit of that maybe later on, but I find that, especially at the beginning, it is
there's a little bit of, like, I'm not gonna defend the game. I don't like doing that because I know it's flawed. I know it's very flawed.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the game, I guess, because it was my, like, actual first Final Fantasy game I actually sat down and played through all the way. So I think that's why I kind of have some sort of attachment to it. But I think the game is okay for the most part until when you start getting your paradigms stuff. Yeah. That's when the strategy stuff starts to come in. I mean, for the most part, for, like, the good portion of the beginning, yeah, you're just gonna run into a lot of problems with just pushing the X button way too many times.
Yeah.
And this game is mind-numbing. I know it does.
Yeah, it's a slow start. It's definitely a slow start.
It's a very slow start. That's probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah. I did get to the point to have the sea now, and I think where I stopped was we're now in this frozen ocean.
Okay,
area.
so you just got your paradigm power, so you'll go and you'll learn about the paradigm shift soon. So
yeah. The other weird thing is that honestly, the story for me was very confusing because they used a lot of the terms that they didn't necessarily explain what they were talking about. So when they first started talking about cocoon, the sea, pulse, I'm like, okay, what is this? What are all these things? I assume these people are depression and something weird's going on and they're enemies.
Excuse me. What the hell? What the hell? That happened to me in Splatoon. Just watch the stream. What the hell? I died in the baller. In the freaking baller. Oh my god. It happens again. That's the same crap that happened to me in Splatoon 1, dying in a bubbler. The bomb hit me inside the thing, but the problem is, when you're in the baller, even a suction bomb is supposed to just cause the thing to pop, not kill you. And I was rolling around when the thing exploded.
What the heck?
Oh my god, this damn lag.
Anyway.
Continue.
Yeah.
I have an aneurysm off screen.
Yeah, the terminology they used it was very confusing, and I didn't appreciate like all that terminology being thrown at me at the very beginning of the game too. But when you start playing it starts kind of making sense. Cocoon, planet they're on. Pulse is think of Cocoon as the planet that. Think of it as a planet within a bigger planet.
Okay.
Like, Pulse is the bigger planet.
Okay.
That's kind of what they're talking about.
Okay. Like, my feeling at first was, it reminded me, now I haven't played all the way through 7. Like, I hardly ended playing 7. But I did get past the whole, like, what's that city place to start off with?
Midgar?
Yeah, there's like the upper and then there's the lower. Like.
Yeah, the sector like 6 or something like 6.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit, maybe.
Which makes the jokes from earlier. You say that, but regardless, go on.
Yeah, so that's what it reminded me of. Anyways, I ended up like looking up at least just what the terms meant, not like trying to spoil like any major plot stuff. I just looked them up because I was like, okay, I don't know, because I didn't know when they were gonna explain to me, and I was kind of getting frustrated because I was like, well, I kind of want to get into the story now since they kind of put me on this linear path, and there was a lot of X buttons, so I was like, give me something, game, give me something here.
It'll get a little bit better, but. Honestly, if you don't like it even after playing it, I wouldn't blame you for not wanting to play it anymore.
Yeah.
It does get mind-numbing after a while. I do not like it. I can understand why they don't like it. So
I heard, at least when it came to that game, apparently it sold really well and it did really well because I think a lot of people were excited for it, like super excited for it, like a modern Final Fantasy and all that sort of stuff. We saw all the trailers and the graphics and all this stuff. We're like, oh my god, it's gonna be so awesome. Coming off of like, and everyone was tired of 12 City, whatever. So. And then apparently, I guess, fan base kind of was trying so hard to like it because they felt so weird that like, why am I not ready to do this game Final Fantasy? I love Final Fantasy. And then I think that's when people started to realize why they didn't necessarily like it and can't hold in the midst of it. You're like, well, this is weird. This isn't what we wanted. So that's like apparently when the backlash happened. Apparently happened like a little after the game was released, but by then people bought it, you know, what have you. So I mean, it sold really well because everybody was so excited for it. I think that's what happened.
Can I tell you something that's really funny? Japan really liked 13. That's why it sold really well, is because Japan ate it up. Japan really liked 13. Japan.
Oh yeah, do you see all the advertisements there for Lightning itself? Like, she got a lot of ads in Japan.
Is
why she
almost
got her own.
popular.
That's why she got her own
Japan.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was wondering why they made 3 like install.
Yeah, like she had her own separate things of how popular she was there in particular. So take care, Big Planet again.
Yeah, I honestly hope to God they gave her more personality and sort of translation, whatever. Because I found her to be so far very emotionless. Like, I don't know, it just the way she talks, or
kind of like Cloud, right?
Yeah, I think they were going for another Cloud character with her.
That's what I think that's what the problem was. They were trying to make another Cloud, but a female Cloud in this.
Yeah, and it's hard to emulate something like that again in this age.
Yeah.
Especially because Cloud was a chick at one point, so it's hard to emulate it when he was already there.
That's not but yeah, Cloud is really well.
Yeah, oh my god.
Because he was only a side character.
To me, my heart Orange, so good.
I still wish they had the sequel to that. Or prequel, I mean.
Oh, with Orange?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
like,
oh my god, if I could play the Journey to Mannequin, like the prequel, the 10, and you could play as Orange, like, and, oh my god.
Yeah, I wish they would have had that too. That would have been cool.
His theme song was so good. And the final boss song in that game is really good too. Well, my, like, actual what I think is the game, you know what I mean?
Not the spider thing, right?
No, not that. That I don't know. That was a letdown. After the battle, like I don't want to say too much in case.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've already seen plenty of LPs of the game. I already know what happens.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, you know, like with
that's scripted though.
What?
Or at least in the remake,
the final
remaster. Yeah, the final boss.
Yeah.
Actually
remember? I didn't really. I was just kind of like too let down to notice. Like, I was like, but yeah, after he just fights his father as, you know, the summon or whatever, and the music and how that battle is so tough. Oh my god! Like, I think I went into that battle and I had pretty much every like summon or whatever you could have. pretty much.
Not the first time.
Wait, okay, maybe the second time.
Yeah, this because the second time you went back to get it. 'Cause
Okay,
you
yeah. That was. But did I have Anima?
No.
Okay, I didn't have. Okay. So yeah, I guess it was the only reason was the second time. But yeah, first time I guess I didn't then. But yeah, no, I had to because that battle was insane. And the thing that saved me was the what's the name of the thugs?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
The Magus system or something like that?
Yeah, they oh my god, they saved me so much.
Are these the what summons are these? I've never heard of summons.
Oh.
It's a secret unlockable. You have to do like I think 2 side quests unlocked.
Yeah.
Oh, are these from the international version of the game?
No, they were.
Or were they in the HD sequel and not in the original?
No, they were in the original. I think I know what you're thinking of. I know there was like super boss in the international.
Okay.
But especially summons you can get that were in the US release.
Yeah, I think those are the Dark Aeons I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's those. Oh my god. I
Ugh, I ran into one of those by accident in the remaster.
because yeah, at some point they get triggered
remake.
if you go so far within the story of the game. Because I only played the first time, which was the remaster, and they were there, and I accidentally went through and I unleashed the Dark Anima. I was like, I'm not fighting that. I'm not fighting that right now. I didn't even beat the game at that point.
And I ran into Ixion. It's like 9999 point by parity. Like first,
I think I might have to in this game because I do want to beat the game finally.
yeah.
I just beat Final Fantasy IX not too long ago. I like that one.
Yeah, after like 4 years of that playthrough.
Yeah,
finally
after
done.
4 years.
Never again.
Yeah,
Never again. Never doing that again.
I mean, this is also why I move blind playthroughs to streams anymore, because of crap like that. I'm not gonna wait 6 months to beat the game.
Yeah, no, that's one game I want
definitely
to try.
recommend it.
Yeah.
Apparently the PC version is a lot better. It got I think the remaster's on PC only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
'cause-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they
Well,
fixed
It's
up
not
some
like a
issues with the
super
game.
duper remaster. It's just it's
So
just
like,
an
it's a
upgrade.
glorified port.
Yeah, it's a glorified port of Final Fantasy IX.
It's just been fixed to work on PC, and then it has like some extra features like 7 did, like the whole fast forward and cheating thing. And you can like turn off battles if you don't want to run the random battles. So it's like the same stuff they did with 7. Which I'm
Okay.
surprised they did, because they said they lost the code for that game. So I thought that was never going to happen because they didn't have the game anymore, technically. That's why you can only get the PS1 copy for a long time.
I just lost the 0.2%.
Aww.
It's like the worst.
Oh my god, I hate that.
I also went back, watched that frame by frame for my bubble kill thing. The frame, the last frame where you're spinning in the bubble and you're about ready to complete it, the bomb blew up and killed me. That's what happened. And that's still stupid. Like, I'm still gonna be legit mad about that. That's so stupid.
Oh my god.
What's so funny and crazy that you said you managed to blow up double it as well? Like, how the hell does that work?
Yeah, that's why I'm a little confused too.
Okay, I seriously need like a list of games that I have to try.
Backlog.
I know, I've started using
I'm afraid of using that site, so it'll take hours to log things.
I just I played, and I know you put on your list there earlier that you wanted to try Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
I just played Metal Gear Solid this year because it's Amber's favorite game, and I really liked Metal Gear Solid 1, so that might be another option you could try again too.
But to be different, you play the PS1 copy.
No, I played the GameCube version.
Yeah, and that's why I say to be different, you play the PS1 version now.
I will admit, I emulated one because I didn't have it. Try it. and oh my god, like I didn't get all the way
Wow,
through.
point 3. Screw you guys.
But it was I got to the point where oh, what's that?
The sniper wolf fight.
The sniper wolf fight. I never did it. I just let what's the girl's name that she's lying there?
Meryl.
There to die.
She's been bleeding for like 3 years.
I just never went back. And every time.
To be fair, if you're emulating this and you're playing on Bleamcast, you're never gonna go back because that Dreamcast is lonely.
I mean, just like so, and you're never gonna finish that because she's still there bleeding. You know that?
Oh, whenever you fight her again, you could just go hide in a corner and use Kita missiles on her. It's pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
So when you go back, like not like when you go back after you at the sniper rifle. I'm talking about later in the game when you're in no field fighting her. You could just hide in a corner and use Nikita missiles on her. You don't even have to use a sniper rifle like they intend you to do. It's kind of funny when you really think about it.
Pretty much. I will say, if we're gonna like at this point, this is a tangent on a tangent on a tangent, but we're gonna just say if you do decide to like stream, yeah, you want to pick games that you can easily read chat with, because with stuff like this, it's easy to read chat with, but you also have to keep in mind when you have co-commentators, it will be easy and hard to keep up with chat too. Like tonight's hard because we're in conversation mode, and that's good, but then the chat will suffer, and then it can be vice versa if you're alone, where you can have a lot of conversation with your chat, but if your chat's dead, then you're dead. So there's a lot of stuff to keep in mind when you're doing that, and it's based on your selection. So it's just like something you just like give a trial run.
Okay.
And obviously a big thing is have chat literally in front of your face. Don't have it off to your side. And if you do, it better be like in eye view. Like don't turn your head, just like turn your eyeball.
Yeah.
If it's farther away than that, then it's not in a good place to keep up with it. That's like the one mistake I see a lot of streamers make.
Yeah, I have mine like just because I happen to have a tablet. I have my tablet set up with chat. Whenever it decides it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't sync up for some odd reason. But that's what I do, and it's just like right off to like the light side, but pretty much in front of my face. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like something where I could easily quickly blink up for like a second and be able to respond to unified and like sort of doing
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm trying to focus on the game too. Like,
yeah, like right now, I'm able to read every single thing in chat, and I'm going crazy in Splatoon 2. Reason why is, to be fair, it's also a setup where it makes everything like this easier, but dual monitor setups help dramatically. So my chat is literally just right next to the game feed. So I just have to glance over and I can read everything. Which is why I'm always able to talk so much in chaotic sections like this, because I don't even take my eye off the game, and I can see it.
I don't know. Lester, do you think after the stream you could kind of help me?
Yeah, I gotta show you the ropes. I was doing that with Marley last night via Messenger.
I know. I saw that and I kind of felt bad because I hate asking you whenever you're helping.
Well, to be fair, I am the guy who everyone goes to when it comes to tech stuff, so I'm used to it, and it's not a big deal. As long as I'm not abused, I don't care.
Matt, don't feel bad. I already commandeered.
Yeah, I mean, you asked me last night about some tech stuff too, and like I say, I don't care. As long as people don't abuse it, then I'm fine with that. And by that, it's like, don't expect it, and also don't demand it. If you're grateful, then I'll help. I don't care. I'll be willing.
I don't ever do that. I still feel
that's why I say you're fine.
Anyway, because I know you're busy and I don't like bothering you.
I mean, it's not a big deal, like I said, because I have to go over some stuff with you anyways, so it's like, well, that works out.
Okay.
We do both at the same time.
It's fine. No worries. I mean, it's kind of like, well, just ask. Doesn't hurt. And if someone's busy, they'll just kind of say, I'm busy right now.
Pretty much. Especially because your guys' setup I had to help with a little bit more just because I've used the capture card they're using now for this. And last time I tried to help you guys stream for Amber's thing, that Hopog was giving us a lot of issues. So that's why it definitely would make sense if I look at it again, because I at least know what fixed it last time.
I've been feeling bad.
Okay, that guy is like squid bagging up the ledge. I don't know if he's trying to do it on purpose or he just can't climb a wall.
What Hopog do you have?
Technically I have both 1 and 2. But,
yeah, well, the HD PVR2, the one that just does the HDMI capture, not the 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hopog 1 I have is like I want to say about 4 or 5 years old so far. So
Yeah.
I haven't.
You don't use it all that much anymore, though. So it can live.
Use it for, like, game stuff.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
the one thing I ever used.
I had.
I mean, that's what I'm using my media with. At this point, when I'm recommending cards, if you're going for a good component capture card, AVMedia Light Game Reportable. The file type might be a headache, but the video quality is amazing. So at that point, just convert the file. And then HDMI is just, at this point, probably an Elgato card of some kind. It just depends on your preference. Yeah, okay, well, that's a whole different story. You can't recommend that in this age, that's for sure.
No.
I'll recommend a Dazzle for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, I have a problem. There's no HDMI in a Dazzle. Good luck.
Yep. That's how you troll somebody.
Then I get one of those converter boxes to make a composite. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh
Stop.
my god. You should have seen the splitters I used back in the day. Holy crap. And the thing still, like, half and half maybe didn't work.
Have you guys seen the video I put up showing how I capture stuff recently from standard depth? There's like 4 different splitters in that setup.
Golly!
Yeah, the split between the TV and the card, it's a mess. And that's why I got on AVermedia's case when they released that Extreme Cap U3 card and had no video output. Like, I don't want to go back to the Dazzle Diamond days of using a bunch of splitters just to get to the signals here. Because I would have that problem with component. There's no real good component splitter out there.
Golly. You guys remember how much of a headache it was stuff back in the day?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm technically using a headache right now because I got 2 capture cards going. And now it's a headache. And it was weird is I can't daisy chain my Elgatos. I don't know if it's because of an update or what, but it's just not showing up on the second card. It's like, oh good, now I gotta break out the HDMI splitter again.
Can you explain what the term daisy chain means?
Just like plugging something into something else and then feeding it back out. So in this case, I'm plugging one Elgato to another.
Networking used to be for computers.
Yeah.
And it made it slow.
I mean, now it's kind of used for a lot of different things, but it's still, yeah a computer term as well.
Oh man. That moment was very what?
Squid is other than one to say.
They pushed. Oh my god, they pushed. I think they won. Wow. I'm kind of a bit mad.
Just a bit.
Yeah, it lasted like 20 seconds. They pushed and they won.
I won't be as mad as I was earlier. That's already yeah, beat that.
I'm 1 point away. You know what? That gives me a really bad flashback. Original Splatoon and streamed it, and I did Splatfest, and I was 1 point away from getting the max rank, and it was on screen. And
oh yeah, and then it ended. I was there for that. Ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I was like, I just sat there and I was like, okay. I'm about to cry, guys.
It's like, can you guys just let this slide one time, please?
It's like, I'm so close, just give me the max rank, please.
So bad. Like, I had like the worst night because I would just, I think it started off maybe okay, I don't know, but it just made me crap to the end. I just could not get a good one. I was just inching towards it, that's why it just took forever, and then just for not even get all
That's pretty much how I was going now, honestly. Just inching forward. Because most of the teammates are losing here. They're not doing that great.
No.
Did we?
Oh, I almost had someone dapper into the ledge. Because I swear he was going to use it. Oh no, Splatfest. But he almost just jumped into the water. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, by the way, Luigi dabs in Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, I don't know why that has to be a thing now.
Oh.
I've been seeing that memes like, oh my god, come on.
Okay, you know, that's not...
There was a whole thread of tweets.
Yeah, because the Mario and Luigi costumes, like the people wearing the costumes in the press events and such, they've been dabbing because they have that one scene in the Rabbids game doing that. So I'm like, oh my god. We've gone to this level, Nintendo.
And then they got Sonic Twitter dabbing, then they got the Doom Twitter dabbing, then they got the Mega Man Twitter dabbing, they even got the Freedom Planet Twitter dabbing.
Okay, that one I didn't even realize, and I follow that one.
Yeah, Galaxy Trail posted on that thread. I was like, man, they're getting everybody to dab.
I think dabbing's stupid, personally. But
I don't even understand
especially
what
now
it is.
because it's just kind of a thing.
You want to know where the origins of that come from?
Where did the origin? I knew that came from the Squidward dab back a long time ago, but
It has to do with drugs.
Yep.
it has to do with drugs.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So Nintendo.
I know. Their meme is pretty bad. Ah, crap. Why does Mori Towers have to be on the rotation?
No, but then
Swap
kids and
weapons.
their moms started to do it, and I'm like, do you understand this? Do you really know? It legit, like, it lost, like, everybody didn't even care where it came from. They didn't know, so they just started doing it, like, you know, ignorantly. And then it's like, okay. And then they're like, oh, this is cute. And they just thought it was a cute little thing to do. And it's like, that's not where this started. This is not, like...
Yeah. So to see them even do that was a little out there.
It's like, oh, that's, no, that's not so cute anymore. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's why I think it's so dumb, because people just do it, and I legit don't think that they maybe know that. And
No, they're just doing it because it's the same meme that everyone else has been doing. So they're trying to follow trends.
Thing to do.
Yeah. It's the same
Well,
thing a
they're-
lot of these people try to do. They just follow the trend, but they don't look up where the trend started.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Nintendo doing that's even worse.
Yep.
It's even worse. Considering how hard they are about, like...
Now that makes me
programming.
even question their tweet, because the tweet that they used in that thread was dabbing is rated E for every.
Yeah. Like that right there. It's like they definitely didn't look up what that meant.
Damn, they were secretly pushing drugs.
That's like if Luigi just kind of did a dry hump and saying, "That's okay, kids."
It's kid friendly. Nintendo's approved.
Well, no, the thread started with someone asking the ESRB to ban dabs, and the ESRB kind of replied back saying, well, we don't know if we can do that or not because I don't think it's violating anything. And then Nintendo replied saying, dabbing is rated E for everyone. And it showed a picture of Mario dabbing. And then the other company started chiming in with their characters dabbing. And it was just getting ridiculous.
Well, to be fair, the Wigger Wednesday thing, that wasn't intentional. That was just a pure typo. But this was
Wigger
intentional. So that's a whole nother story there.
That's a whole different can of worms.
Yeah, that they can't never seal. They opened Pandora's box. They did it. Now Kratos is going angry and screaming Ares all the time. Ares! Shut the box.
Cool. I got my max.
I'm almost there. I'm on champion level now.
Same. I'm like halfway through it, but it's been slowly going up. Someone on the other team for Marina just has their name called Pearl Sucks. Like, wow. They're harsh on Pearl. And Pearl Sucks keeps on killing me.
At least someone said Pearl would have been more popular if they didn't make it look like friends.
I've seen that.
I was like, oh.
Yep.
Also, that one name says it's a me, but Marina has Isaac me. Like, okay, what's the joke here? We just have a me for Isaac? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got this how many times Pearl Sucks has killed me. And I've seen that guy kill everyone else on my team quite a lot.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
He has to go ban Pearl Sucks.
Oh, I gotta take my dog out.
Don't know who got that now. We'll find out. Wow. That, I'm surprised we got. It looks like there's more green on this map than purple. But I'll take it. Doing the math in my head here. 55 out of 99. There's a possibility I can get the king tonight. It just depends on how many wins we get.
Like, what, 2 hours?
Yeah, because that's how long we have now.
Hopefully.
I mean, doing the math, if I get 5 more wins in a row, then yeah, there it is. But good luck with that.
Yeah.
So in all actuality, that's maybe like another 10 plus games. Because as soon as we get to the champion, I mean, we're here. No, as soon as we get to the king, then that's we can definitely call it. Because that'd be a good point. I'm just using this time because it's the only time I have, so why not?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
crap. Here we go. Here's Mori. Alright, let's see how bad this gets. Now, people have been playing on the other team tonight. I'm already a little worried about how this is going to go. And the other team has 3 dually players. Well, I guess that already tells me how this is going to go. Close range game.
On that map especially.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Like,
I'd like to try to found it with go.
okay, we just had a baller war over here. What the heck? 2 ballers explode at once.
I'm just kind of relieved I don't have to necessarily play with this one really well. As I always get that feeling after doing Max play Splatfest.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can stop. Ah. So at what point as champion are you at? Like what?
I'm at
did you
55 out of 99 right now, so I'm pretty close.
just- Yeah, you're
Another
getting
few
there.
games and that could give me it, but depends on the win-loss ratio.
Yeah, I know. To get a lot more wins.
I'm hoping. I need 5 more wins, but that's if teammates cooperate.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I actually thought it'd be like easier when we like squad up, but you know, didn't take into account the fact that well, other people probably squad up, but probably pretty
Yeah,
good
that's the big thing.
coordination.
So it is easier for communication, but they're doing the same thing.
Exactly. So it's quite tough.
Kind of balances out.
Yeah.
It's still better to do squad. It's just we gotta
Oh yeah.
probably find more people to do squads with. That's the hard part because of how it works with the team system.
Need more friends.
Yeah, pretty much. Need more friends with switches.
Yeah, on the same team as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you guys weren't going flight, I was probably going to be invisible.
he's a traitor secretly.
Yeah.
Secret
I
traitor.
threw the game.
So that character named Pearl sucks. That was you, right?
Maybe.
Okay, what a last part of that bomb. I don't know, as long as it was just tracking down and kind of secret bomb that just kind of blow you up as you can.
Think they just got that. Yeah, that's mostly green. We were winning in the end, and then our teammates all kind of ignored the people at our base, which really didn't help.
Gotta
Yeah.
love that.
It's like I was hoping at least one person would have went back for that, but that didn't happen.
Another annoying thing I hate that do with this game, and that they did with definitely the last game, is if you didn't like log into the game and claim your sea snails within a certain amount of time, that they would go away.
Yeah, because as soon as they announce the next Splatfest theme, they take them away, which is kind of weird, just because of the fact you still technically earn them, and they're in the game's code they give to you, but they take them away if another set's getting ready.
Your character, it makes no sense.
Because there was one time I forgot to go back in and get it, and I lost them. And
I think that happened to me once before too, but it wasn't as big of a deal then, because it was at a point where I had over 100 and barely used them, so it didn't matter. But when you first start getting these things and you forget, it hurts.
Yeah. I didn't even spend all of mine from last one yet.
I still have like 160, so same here.
Oh, jeez.
There's like, the only thing you ever really used them on is to give more gear slots or re-roll, and I barely did that, because once I found a set that worked, I usually kept it, because it was just random. You either get something good or you don't. So once I found the stuff I could stick with and gave it more slots, I just left it alone.
Or you like grind on a piece of gear you know you're never going to use just so you get like, was it the chunks or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, not the last one. No. So that one I went kind of crazy with and tried to get like best gear.
I mean, that one I did kind of save scum it a bit, because if I did a roll and I didn't get something I wanted, I would just restore the previous save from a backup, because those snails you barely got. But after a while, I stopped doing it because I had 160. So there's no point. I could take the chance.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, when I had like 8, yeah, I'm gonna do a backup of my save. Which you could do then, but now you can't, because of how the Switch handles saves.
Oh,
it's kind of weird.
Work locally? I didn't know that.
Yeah. On the Wii U, you were able to back up your saves to an external drive of some kind. So it even worked with multiplayer games like Splatoon. You have to back up everything, so if it's a download, that'll take forever, but you could just back up the save data and then restore it by just pulling out the drive and putting it back in when it's ready.
It wouldn't even count the snails. That is so weird. Why? What?
Yeah, it backed up everything, so it didn't care if you were like level 30 one day and then back down to level 5 another by doing that. It was weird.
Huh. Yeah.
It just took what you had.
No, Flooring Tower is back in there.
Yep.
I personally love that.
I like thinking that was good too.
Yeah, I know, it's fun. I love just like dumbing down and then, suspecting this fleet or trying to ink your side and just go find it, like, bam.
Well, this map is really bad for rank though, because it just takes forever to actually get to your targets. Everything's in the center. This map is good for Rainmaker, but tower control and splat zones, it's not the greatest. Takes forever to get back to.
God, I haven't played ranked in a while.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I've been preoccupied with so many other things in games that I haven't touched it in a little bit. But at this point, with this high of a level, it's not as big of a deal.
Now the new thing that's on my list of things to try is actually, yeah, that whole DLC coming out with Curie, because it was one of those things which always in the back of my mind where I was like, I've never played that series, and yeah, I've heard good things and bad things about certain games I do, but I don't know.
Some of the ports of
yeah, certain Assassin's Creeds were much better than others, that's for sure.
That was the one where you told me, what was it? Was it that one that up on the list of Assassin's Creed games? Bethesda?
What? No.
Or was it? What one was that they?
I can't remember which game it was. All I know it was people were uploading glitch videos and they would get copyright strike because they were slandering the game or something.
Slander? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it made no sense.
It's like they're just pointing out flaws that you should know.
But they were like reporting people's glitch videos and got them taken down. I remember that.
That's crazy.
I also don't remember which game it was.
Remember the company? Or what?
Like who was doing it? I don't remember.
The only company I really remember having a lot of issues with gameplay videos years ago was Sega. They're the only ones who actually legit took down videos. So I'm not sure who else did at the time.
Hi guys.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Just gotta turn that down a bit. There we go.
How's it going?
Alright, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Just
Yeah.
splatting our lives.
Pretty much. The usual.
Yeah.
Hi, Amber.
Just on a random note, I remember like on my YouTube with my partner, I got a random like copyright claim. I think it was on a Nintendo video, and it was from like a music artist I'd never heard of before, from like Africa.
Yeah.
And they basically claiming the revenue off of my video, and that was around that time people could just randomly claim videos without needing like necessarily any proof of their ownership of it. And
Yeah.
you could dispute. And within those 30 days, you lost all the revenue and went to that person.
I think the weirdest one back then was there was a company going around that named themselves Capcom, claiming Capcom games, so no one knew it was the real Capcom or not.
Oh my god.
I still have a lot of my Mega Man 9 videos that got claimed from a Capcom, and I don't know if they're real or not. I just left them because I don't care about those videos. But if I did, that would be weird, and I would be disputing that.
Well, even if you're not like partnered and you're not caring, it's still they're making money off of somebody else's.
Oh yeah, I think they're gone now. They went away because the company just kind of gave up and took away their fake
I don't know.
monetization claims.
Well, yeah, that's what
Like
people
then
get
I
really
left it
mad.
alone because I was in like one of those weird states in the channel. Like I'm not gonna take a chance because these companies are a little weird. But I definitely knew which ones were fake because I had some weird companies claim my Sonic Adventure videos, and they're all music claims by a company that just doesn't exist. So that was easy to just figure out.
Claiming random music they didn't know.
Oh, wow.
Russia or something like that. I don't know. For some reason, I remember hearing.
Well, the sad thing about this is that back then, it's like if people found out that you could actually get away with doing that, more and more people were doing that.
Yeah, a lot of people found a way around the system and just started to claim because they could. Which is why that system got broken. And now it's broken for all the wrong reasons. It's it's all on the company now. It's not actual users this time.
Well, I mean, people just slander and skew the truth of things, and that gets blown out of proportion. And then,
Although I will say one good thing about the Adpocalypse issue, it's been taking away a lot of those drama channels. Because that's what they're getting their money off of, and they just don't bother anymore, which is, I'm kind of glad to see that go away.
Yeah, I know.
If only it didn't have to affect everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is that like I remember like some people would be shocked by certain channels, like, oh my god, they always stop talking about this ad stuff. It's like this is like new to you. It's like if somebody's making a living off of YouTube, they're clearly going to care about the money that they're making off of it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, you're
it makes sense. It's their job.
It's like, well, I mean, you could argue all you want. That's why they're getting upset about it. If you're getting upset because they won't stop talking about it. It's like, what's their that? I mean, you could just leave but I don't know. I just, it's not so much about whether it was right or wrong. People complain about. It's more about I found it funny how people were shocked at certain people. They were like, I didn't know that they were like so like this sellout like. It's like, well, it
opens the eyes for a lot of people. When they see stuff like this, it opens their eyes to see their true purpose. Exactly. Because a lot of people, when they come out and say that, they're not choosing their words right, and it makes them actually sound like that's all they care about. They don't care about their audience. And that's what really gets people upset.
Yeah, that's what panic does, and that's what was happening. You know, people were panicking, and therefore they weren't thinking straight about how to put this in the best way possible to not sound horrible.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What were you guys talking about, man?
We're the Adpocalypse
YouTube
stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like how it just pretty much brought out like the bad people and such, and how it got rid of a lot of the drama channels.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Did it really get rid of a lot of drama channels?
Yeah, it did. Because those people just didn't want to put up with it.
Yeah. But, yay, we have Twitch.
I mean, that's also why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. I know this topic has come up plenty of times on these streams, but it goes to show you do more than just one thing. I'm not giving up making videos, but at the same time, I gotta do more things, which is why I'm here too. And that's why I've been here since, like, technically 2013.
Oh. Yeah, mine was, like, not really active, but I don't know when I started my Twitch.
Like, my first stream, I just decided to do a little bit of, like, Wind Waker stuff on GameCube at the time. But that didn't really last for long. Those streams are gone. I have them, but I don't share them anywhere because it was just one of those things that just happened. The really first time I think I started to get into the streaming system more was when I got my Light Gamer Portable, because that was built for live streaming in mind, so it made things easier. So I did Metroid Prime Randomizer.
I remember that. That was fun.
Yeah. I want to do another kind of randomizer, but I'm going to look at a different game for that. Everyone kept on asking me about a Prime 2 one, but I just don't see that working out well. I've seen how those ones work, and if you don't know how to do a lot of the glitches in the game, you get stuck real fast. So it's not worth doing, honestly, if it's going to be one of those games.
Yeah.
I'd probably do like a Super Metroid or a Link to the Past style randomizer instead.
Yeah. I want to try the Prime games, but I'm kind of like, I hear so many good things about the Prime games, but I'm not typically one for first-person shooters usually, so that's why I'm kind of like worried about.
Well, the biggest thing that makes them first-person shooter is the fact that you're going around shooting things in the first person. That's about it. Everything else is very traditional Metroid. So it's very much open exploration, you going around trying to solve puzzles, and doing a lot of stuff in the Morph Ball, which makes it a third-person style game.
And not only that, it has a lock-on feature, which a lot of FPSs don't have.
And if you play the Wii ports of 1 and 2, you definitely have an advantage there because it's so much easier to look around. Plus, you also have Spring Ball.
That's the thing. I end up. This is how this goes. Okay, so I picked up Metroid Prime 3 because, like, I don't know, I got it really cheap. Like, I don't know, like, I just saw it in, like, EB Games or whatever one day, and I was like, oh, I've never played these. I'll just pick up this one. It's really cheap. And then I was like, well, maybe I should pick up the other two to play them first. And I never, like, you know, at that point, I didn't have my GameCube anymore, but I had, like, my Wii, which plays GameCube games anyway.
Yeah.
So I ended up picking up one. I picked up one, and then I thought for some reason 2 was going to come with it, like with a bundle thing. I think at the time I did get it off of probably eBay, surprisingly at the time. Now that I say that, now I talk about this now, and I'm like, oh my god, don't buy things off eBay.
Yeah.
No, I think it was eBay, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I'm going to say, like, now eBay's kind of a hit-and-miss wonderland. Like, I talked about my story earlier with the eBay thing. It's just, it depends on the person.
I think I did that back in 20. So, anyway, so it basically what happened was, I probably read the advertisement wrong on it, but it came with a demo for 2, not with the game itself. So I ended up getting 1, but I didn't end up getting 2. And then ever since then, I never have gotten my hands on 2. And now I'm starting to think, is there like a better way for me to play this? Because I don't know how long my Wii's gonna last. And
well, you can always buy
yeah,
I was gonna say, sorry.
No, you go ahead because I know what you're gonna say. And I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah, you can buy Metroid Prime Trilogy on Wii U, drop for $20.
Yeah, because that's the Wii ports of 1 and 2. You get 3 with it, and it is very cheap. It's the easiest way to get in all 3 games.
I kind of feel like, oh my god, do you think they'd ever port Switch and I'll Wii U, you know, why it comes to the Switch?
I doubt they're going to port those games to Switch, just because if they did that recently with the Wii port to the Wii U eShop, they're probably not going to rework the games anytime soon for Switch. It would take a lot of work. Well, with something like that, it was an easy transcode because it's a Wii.
This might be a stupid question, but those games aren't on PC anywhere.
Oh, no, not all.
Okay.
Metroid Prime is only on the GameCube and the Wii. That's about it.
Yeah.
Unless you emulate, but that's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different beat. So.
Dolphin, what? No, what is a dolphin? You know what a dolphin is. I mean, it's an animal. It's an animal.
Yeah, it's something that lets you play Melee online.
It's a smart thing that does a lot of good things.
It's the shape of the Phenol Island.
Nope. Oh, skills. than that.
I mean, when I was doing that randomizer thing, I actually tested it on Dolphin, and then I just played it on my Wii, just because it was easier to stream and have the game run at a consistent frame rate, because the emulator was all over the place. Just because of how it was built, I had that whole Tunnel of Samus issue where the walls would just load up the Samus graphic for some reason. So that's why I did on the actual console. I didn't want to have my textures just randomly swap for Samus.
Is there a physical version of that Wii U?
Yeah, the Metro Prime Trilogy. It was just ported over onto the eShop, but there is a physical copy out there. It might be a little bit harder to find nowadays, even after the reprint, but it's out there for like 50, 60 American.
I've seen them over at GameStop or EB Games for You. They're not too hard to find them.
Yeah, but are they still there is the question.
Yeah, they are. I've seen a lot of them. Well, last time I went there anyways.
Yeah.
Like a month ago.
Normally I wouldn't mind digitally downloading it, but my Wii U is like maxed out. Like, it can't handle anymore.
Yeah, that's why you just have to get like a cheap hard drive solution, because yeah, the Wii U storage space is a joke.
Yeah, it didn't press for a while.
Yeah,
oh, the problem is, even if you own the 32 gig model of the Wii U, if you're wanting to play Xenoblade Chronicles X, there's like a good 20 gigs you need for the physical copy of that game too, because they have to download the patch data.
Yeah,
so
I don't know,
even that game was a problem on deluxe Wii U's.
That's the thing though, is I'm like at a point where I'm thinking, what at some point I might want to invest in storage for the Switch over the Wii U, just because they're not gonna be supporting. There's no more games coming for the Wii U, really.
Well, no, you're pretty much doing it for the downloads that are there now, and that's about it.
Yeah, I
Which
know,
at that point, if you just need a good temp solution, you just find a good cheap flash drive for like $10.
I got a 120 gigabyte flash drive for my Wii U, and that's what I use for my storage.
Yeah, I just use an actual hard drive because I've heard mixed things on that. I just didn't want to take a chance. It's safe, but I heard some people say if it doesn't have separate power, it could turn off. But it hasn't been anyone actually reporting that happening to them.
That's what I read about it, because I thought you could use a thumb drive, but then I read that need like a separate power thing for.
You can. It's just like some people had issues where if the system like got turned off because of a storm or something, then they had an issue. But it's been like a very far and few between situation. So I think it's still technically
I haven't
safe.
had any issue, and I've been using a thumb drive the whole entire time. So if that gives you, if you want some sort of like confirmation, that's what I've been.
Okay.
There's actually, if you go the hard drive route, there's actually a secret setting on the Wii U that you want to turn on if you use a hard drive in particular to not have it fall asleep, because I've also heard some issues with that. I heard if the hard drive could fall asleep, it could corrupt data. It's like, oh good. Nintendo, you did a good job with this. So you have to go into the extra menu to turn it off if you want to be safe. But I read that years ago, so I don't know if that's actually true anymore or not with all the updates.
Okay, because, yeah, I just don't want to invest over $100 for like another.
No, I would not go that far. I would just buy something that's like a good $20, $30 at the very most.
Yeah, that's what I would do that solution, because I already have.
Even if you get like a very small hard drive, like an external drive, I would just say at that point you still only spend 30 or 40. You don't need anything too big for a Wii U. I'm using a 320 gig drive, and I think I use maybe 50 gigs at the most of that. And that's after like 3 years of that being hooked up to the Wii U.
Yeah, and even still, I probably would just like see if I can get physical copies of things, because you know, digitally downloading it would be. Yeah,
most of my digital library came only because of sales. That's about it. Or it was like Virtual Console, which has to be download only.
There's definitely things in the Wii U library I'd like to try as well. So, you know, so even though the system's not really, you know, supported much.
I mean, I still need to get Luigi U, and I'm debating either getting that download or just getting the Mario Luigi combo pack thing, because I don't have Mario U physical and I need Luigi U, so it doesn't hurt.
That's what I ended up doing, Lester. I just got a physical.
I mean, I might do that, I might not. It depends on the pricing, because you can barely find those things in like 60 and up.
I know.
Because they don't really make them anymore.
Even today, when they don't have Wii U very much.
Well, they don't really make them anymore. That's why they just kind of stopped printing that version of the game for some reason. I think it's also because everyone got burnt out of the new Mario series and it wasn't selling, which I will not put it past that series.
Yeah. That's why I'm so happy for Odyssey.
I'm just kind of glad they stopped the new thing. You know, besides with the whole system name, which is the stupidest name in existence still, they gotta get something else that's not new. That word should be banned from the Nintendo offices from now on. Because everything has the word new in it. It's not new anymore.
A new 3DS.
You know how much of a headache that is to explain to someone?
Wait,
It's the worst.
what? Explain what?
The new 3DS thing. It's like it's so hard to explain what that actually is. It's like, oh, it's a 3DS. It just came out. You know, it's the new version of it. Oh, that just means it came out. No, it's been out for like 5 years.
Yeah.
It's a headache because the dang name doesn't actually represent the newness of the system.
It was like 2014 when Majora's Mask 3D definitely came out. I remember.
Yeah, because it came out for Smash Brothers 3DS in particular because of that extra stick and the amiibo support. They had to update the 3DS model to actually do that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, Majora's Mask 3D was like one of the first games that really pushed the system because it had those extra features for the new 3DS, like the whole camera thing, and it had a special limited edition system that was impossible to find.
Yeah,
I'm so mad about that.
Oh, everyone I talked to is mad about that for good reasons. They had like maybe one in every store. There was none available.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to get that, and even happy to the fact that it even existed because people were pushing for that for so long. They were petitioning that they make, remake of Majora's Mask for the 3DS because they came up with the Ocarina of Time.
It was only a matter of time because if they made the Ocarina of Time 3D port, they had all the same assets for that game like they did the original. So it was only a matter of time. They just had to rework it again.
I'll always remember the day that released because the day the Ocarina of Time released was my birthday. It was the best. When they came up with the release date, they're like, June 19th. And I'm like, are you serious? That's the release date for Ocarina of Time. My favorite
birthday.
game.
Zelda and birthday together.
I know. I was like, wow, that not only just Zelda, but the fact that particular Zelda and me, and I'm like, that's my favorite Zelda, pretty much. Breath of the Wild is pretty much time with it at this point for me, but
I think one of my favorite timings of that was because at the time I was watching the Brain Scratch Comms playthrough of Majora's Mask, and in the video I was watching, Ted, he was saying Majora's Mask 3D is never going to happen, and I think on that same day or a day after, it was like really close.
Hello,
they announced
fellow
it.
squids.
It was hilarious. It's like no one's ever living Ted down for that announcement. Never gonna happen. And then it was announced immediately after he said that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was
I might actually get to King this time. There's still like an hour left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Hour and a half, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Man, I tell you, it's good that you're able to actually get to the possibly max rank even if you start later in this thing because before you couldn't.
It's a little bit easier now because I think they give you more points this time around. Because I think the max you were able to get in Splatoon 1 was about 5 or so towards your rank up, but now it's up to 7, which is a lot better.
Because it used to be like you get 2 if you lost, and then 2 plus 3 if you won.
Yeah.
So happy they
I feel
changed
it's a lot
that.
better now because of that reason.
Yeah. Because now you can get, like you said, you can start later in the day and get max rank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you still have to play for a long time because it's still like Splatoon 1. I could play for about 3-4 hours and then get the max. That's very similar to the first, but I feel like it's a little bit quicker here just because of that extra boost per game.
Yeah.
I mean, it still takes forever only because you can't find a game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, everyone's playing and you still can't find one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty weird if you think about it, but...
Yeah, that's just Nintendo servers being held together by duct tape. Just peer-to-peer for a game like this is not necessary, and yet here we are, still peer-to-peer. So the connection is horrendous.
Peer-to-peer, but it's on the go.
Which is why it never works.
And the fact it eats like so much more internet than regular, like, client server stuff.
For some reason.
Because you're sending like a lot of different, like everyone sends everyone information instead of just one way.
Like something like this should not be that internet intensive for an online game, but it is just because of that. That's why there's so many lag killing moments in this game in particular.
So I've heard that Mario Kart 8 doesn't really have this issue.
Oh, it was pretty terrible when it first launched because you can barely find people to play with. It always calmed you out, but now it's not that bad because they actually had to fix that.
Right.
There was a lot of connection error issues, but they haven't done anything like that with Splatoon. Also, this thing E-Leader, he keeps on 360 no-scoping everyone. It's getting ridiculous. You don't even notice him, and by the time you do, you're already spotted. But yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, when that first launched, it was terrible online. You could barely play a race without you getting aired out. It was bad. But now it's not too terrible from what I've heard. I haven't played it since they fixed it, but I've heard people saying it's easier to get into games.
I'm glad that they fixed the battle mode in that game.
Oh, they really need it, because those wide open tracks in the Wii U version, they were just not fun to play on. They were way too big for battle. And they added more modes, which really helped too. Because the series is always known for more than just balloon battle.
Yeah. No, it's like I would get it, but
I like how we just talked about the whole communication thing, and I literally just got kicked too.
Yeah, I would say I
I love it.
Every Splatfest, I'd take like a screenshot of the connection time div or something.
Oh, if I did that, my dang Switch memory card is gonna be filled. My SD is just gonna be all commerce.
Once per Splatfest, just to show a track record that every Splatfest is always going to be connected.
Well, I could link an article in our chat that may help with some connection issues, but it's kind of a technical thing that you have to mess with, like rotor settings.
Yeah, the big problem is
but
I looked at a lot of
you
those too, but the problem is it doesn't really. I did not mean to swap scenes there. I was trying to click back on OBS, but the thing is, a lot of those don't really make too much of a difference, only because a lot of other people have to do the same, and most people don't.
Hi, Little Tokyo JP.
And also, hi, Little Tokyo JP. How you doing today? But yeah, the big problem with this game is the whole peer-to-peer thing, and when most people don't really touch those settings, it's gonna still be a comm error issue. Because of one person bad connection killing everyone's. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I can't not connect to this.
Weakness of it.
I can't connect to this game at all at my grandparents' house. It's if you have like, I think it's NAT type C, then you're just not playing online.
Yeah, C's the worst.
I spent like an hour trying to fix that router, and I just gave up. Like, I'm just gonna wait until I get home to play this game online. I'm going back to single player. Like, there's only so much you can do with that kind of setup. And the problem is, I think a lot of routers can give that off. Which is
because C is strict mode, which, it's a lot harder to connect to.
Yep.
And especially for a game like this, it's bad.
Lester, my grandparents don't even have internet.
Yeah, so you're only playing single player over there.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, we're doing our best with team play over here, Little Tokyo. It's either we keep on playing ourselves or Invisible is doing real good today. I've had some pretty good games ever since we've gone solo, though.
I haven't had a dupe like a fight myself team.
Oh, I have.
Battle since we.
I've had like I think 2 at this point since then.
So I've noticed it got a little bit better. I don't know what the deal was.
I think it's also everyone's squatting up in flight, but maybe not as much in Invisible. Because I think that flight does definitely have the popularity. I can tell that. But I'm thinking in terms of people who communicate with each other, flight has the popularity there for squads. Because everyone's getting together and saying, let's be on this team and just doing a squad thing. But I don't think it's as big of a thing for the other team.
No. Especially when we were squatting up, there were so many just of flight.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna readjust some fun. stuff.
Yeah, some of the
Why?
teams we played against, they were actually decent.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Which is like maybe a good thing. Oh, I know.
Right, that should be good. Unfortunately, I have to stand around a little bit, which doesn't help my team, but I don't want to have things going too crazy and then people sneezing, bless you.
Yeah, you're having a hard time with the roller mat on that. That was crazy. All those, like, ranged people.
I just swapped to dualies and I've been having a better time.
Yeah. You have to be a sneaky roller to get a lot of use out of that weapon here.
No, I know.
Which you can still do easily in this game. I feel like it's a little bit easier to do sneaky roller tricks in this one than the first game.
We're gonna go invisibility because I would love it, but this with flight I can get to places other people can't.
Yeah, that's the big thing that I like the fly more than being invisible. You can actually go places. Invisible, you just hide in a corner.
Okay, just for realsies here, realsies talk.
Point two. Come on.
I legit when I was a kid, I freaking dreamed all the time about flying. No joke. I don't know what it was, but when I was a kid, I usually would have a lot of dreams where I would be flying around the world. It was cool, but really weird at the same time. So I was like, that's how I knew for sure. I was like, yeah, I'm going flight because I legit had dreams of this when I was a kid. Can't even explain why, but I must have just fascination. It probably was Dragon Ball Z that did it to me, to be quite honest.
Because they fly everywhere. After the whole Saiyan saga, they just kind of forgot what a car is, or Nimbus, and just fly.
Yeah, no.
I love one of the jokes they deadly make in Super, where Krillin and 18 are going to Bulma's birthday party, and they're stuck in traffic, like, let's screw this, and they just pop their car into the capsule and just start flying. It's like, yeah, why do you guys bother with cars? You can fly!
Because they want to seem normal.
And they're like, yeah, we're not going to deal with traffic.
With invisibility.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny when you really think about it. It's just, Goku's got the Nimbus, but,
he just doesn't
yeah,
use
why
it.
does he need to get his driver's license?
Yeah, but to be fair, he doesn't use it anymore either, because he can just fly. And then
That's
Goten
because
got it for a
Chi-Chi-
little while.
Chi-Chi wanted them to have it. They were like, that's it. Remember that, this one episode where Chi-Chi was like, to Goku and Piccolo, was like, you're both going. You're both going to go
it's
get
like,
your
why am
driver's
I
license.
involved with this? Because you keep on eating the food here, too.
Yeah, it's like, you're going to go earn your keep, too. Go. They just started, like, drag racing each other. And then crashed the cars, and they're like, well, do you pass? It's like, nope.
Like, what do you expect? Chi-Chi, I can use instant transmission. Tell me to go to the store, I'll be back in 5 seconds.
Okay, that would be the next coolest superpower to have. Instant transmission. Oh my god.
They should have done that instead of...
Yeah, flight versus teleportation is the thing I was arguing before, because that would have worked. Invisibility is a totally different power than flight. You got one transportation and one sneak.
Team invisibility!
What?
This is why we ignore you. You're invisible right now.
You're damn right I am.
That's the point.
Oh my.
Yeah, if they did teleportation, I would have probably been on that team.
Yeah,
Boop bop.
same. I don't know, they need a DBZ thing. I don't know.
Have another, like, sponsored Splatfest.
I wouldn't be surprised, because they did do Transformers.
And they're doing McDonald's in Japan, so, there you go.
I know. Yeah. At least if it was Dragon Ball Z, like, they'd have to pick an anime that's definitely well known everywhere.
Okay, which one's the more useless, Yamcha or Raditz? Raditz.
Yeah.
He dies way too quick, so he's the most useless.
2 seconds of scream. Oh, he's dead already.
2 episodes and he's dead.
So done.
See ya.
I still remember, like, okay, I know, like, they did, I think they did, like, an HD remake of some of the older episodes, and, a lot of people got mad when they did that because
What do you mean,
They
Kai?
cut out a lot. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, they cut out
Yeah,
a lot
that was
of
like the
filler.
remastering of it. And yeah, they
Yeah.
pretty much follow the manga story. So what they do is they cut out a lot of the filler.
Yeah, which some people were actually mad about. They were like,
Yeah, because people
my
missed the
God, I
cars.
like this." Yeah, I know, they missed the cars, or they missed
The one filler
like,
they had to keep in was the whole Saiyaman thing. And it's because they needed to do that for the tournament.
Yeah, say it, man.
Yeah, it was a weird thing.
That was weird.
Right.
That just or like how long it took Goku to get through Snake Way. Oh my god.
Yeah, another thing they really cut out. I think it's like 2 episodes he's there. He's dead.
Yeah, because he like had this whole thing where he fell off, I think.
Yeah, they cut that completely out of Kai. But it was weird because they reference him falling in the final chapter. So I'm like, wait a minute. No, he didn't do that.
It's like, technically, this didn't
We
happen.
didn't see that happen.
Yeah, and then he had to like start all over again and to drag it out more. And then he came across like what was it, the Snake Princess place.
Yeah,
And
another thing that
that
was not
whole-
in Kai at all.
Oh my god, there was so much stuff that they did, and it was like, meanwhile on planet Earth, oh my god, the Saiyans are here, would you look at that, they're dying, oh look, Yamcha died! It's like, oh, he just exploded. Like, nice. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna, you know, chill over here. I don't know.
Yamcha died or it was dead in every saga of DBZ, according to like.
Like, he was dead
It's
for
so
Saiyan. He stayed dead for Namek. He died. Or no, he didn't die in Cell at all or Android. No, he got mortally wounded, but he didn't die. So there you go. But he did die in
Oh, I'm
Boo.
sorry. The fact that I read was he was either severely injured, dead, or was dead.
Yep.
They wasted a lot of wishes on him, bringing him back. It's like, oh my god, would you stop?
That's why it's a huge joke and abridged. Because of how many times he just had issues, whether he be dying or just a problem. That's why he's always the butt of the joke.
It's like, you know, he
I
has
think
to
one
get
of my
survived. How
favorites
done
is
the-
actually from the... It was one of the recent movies they did. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'll go look it up. But it was pretty much they were out in the Arctic and Pickle's like, what do you... Want to be careful, you don't want to pull. And then you hear Yamcha come in. It's like, hey, how you guys doing? I'm doing good. I'm just out here training in the Arctic. And then he gets killed and blown up by a Cyberman. He's like, that. I don't want to pull a that. Because they're making fun of him dying all the time. World's Strongest. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Because they
yeah, I
have that
remember
whole thing happen again.
Yeah, wasn't that one of the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
World's Strongest was a real good abridged movie. It's like one of the best ones they did.
Yeah.
The old
I
man
don't know, I
kept on
can't
making a
remember seeing that
lot
one.
of dick jokes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, the DBZ movies just like not like abridged, but some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, everyone loves World's Strongest in the actual series. The Fusion Reborn's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. A lot of the early ones
Did
are
you
ones
watch-
people really say are good.
you
And a lot of
watch
later ones like, eh.
Resurrection? Did you watch Resurrection F?
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. Was that
Yeah.
a good one?
Oh, that's good, yeah. I also
Golden
watched Dragon
Freeze.
Ball Super, so it's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta say, if you've seen the movies and you don't want to watch it again, just skip the Chappa arc in Super. Just go straight to Chappa.
Okay.
Because it's good, it's just the problem of it's the movie again. And I've seen Resurrection F and Battle of the Gods. So,
So here's the thing. I actually watched all of GT.
same. Last year.
Oh god, mine was
I feel like
Yuriko.
last year. I marathoned it.
Well, dude, you know what's gonna be even sadder? Ask me how long I watched Sonic X for, and you're gonna just be, why?
Why?
Okay.
I'm already
You didn't even ask
asking.
yet!
How long?
A week?
Why?
Apparently I have nothing better to do in my life when I'm laying in bed. I'm like, let me just watch this for 3 hours. This was a mistake.
Well, me and Amber are watching Digimon all from Adventure over again. So
Oh my god. Wow, that takes me back. Holy crap, Digimon.
52, like what? 52 or 54 episodes? 54 episodes, right? Yeah, 54 episodes.
Yeah.
And then
I'll
Adventure
never-
2 is about the same length. I know Tamers was about like 40 some odd episodes. And I
remember
know Frontier was about 40 episodes.
I remember the first Digimon movie and how like crazy that was.
Yeah, we actually, strangely enough, I told Amber, I said, I never watched the Digimon movie, but I watched like every other, like pretty much the whole seasons of Digimon up until like certain parts. So we sat down and watched the movie, and I was, man, I don't remember. Like, I'm kind of glad I did now, because now I feel like I'm all caught up now.
I mean, that's pretty much what I did with the whole Dragon Ball thing last year. That's why I watched the entire series, including all the movies and the Japanese ones we never got. It just gives you a lot of closure.
Yeah.
Especially when you were watching that one that was in the games. Those were interesting. Like the whole Eradicate the Saiyans thing.
I remember I was 7 years old the first time I ever saw Dragon Ball. Or actually it was Dragon Ball at the time, and I don't even know what the hell it was. And
oh man, Goku penis everywhere.
It was weird. I didn't actually start watching the whole Dragon Ball whatever was until Dragon Ball Z, and I can't exactly remember which part it was. It might have been... It actually probably was just when they were beginning it, kind of. And I just started watching from there because I didn't really get into Dragon Ball. I watched Dragon Ball, like, later on, and then I was like, holy crap, this is, like, so laid back in comparison to Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z just kind of, like, took it and amplified it by 10.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was like, okay, now it's serious.
Yeah, because you have like, Dragon Ball that's very goofy, Z that's super serious, GT that tries to do both, but or does one or the other, and Super that actually does do both good.
Yeah.
Also, I literally just need to play one more game, and I'm to King, so next game, we level up.
Nice.
And then we end it with the Splatoon memes.
Yay!
One more match, then we end it all.
That's right. We just have our nice ritual seppuku. All take our splat guns and put them in the mouth.
Yeah, Amber and I are on the Myotismon saga adventure now, so I never actually got to watch that portion of the show. Like, I watched every other portion except that portion when I was a kid. Like, I was weird when I was a kid. I just, like, watched all the show. And then...
Well, sometimes like that is, like, you get skipped around because it depends on what the network shows, and also, okay, you know what? We're not having our final game against flights. I'm going to say no. Let's go shopping. I'll find a different game. But sometimes it depends on what the network shows and also what you tune into. Yeah. How did I not boot me out of the game? My teammate's going to get pissed at me, but you know what? I'm not doing flight for final game.
So here's a random question. What shows did we all grow up with as kids?
How am I still in this game?
I watched the Pokemon anime a lot.
Yeah. I watched up to like 4th gen, and I stopped right around there.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of like what I watched, and Digimon, and
Digimon was one thing I watched kid too.
And then I turned into a big weeb.
Do you guys remember Ultimate Muscle?
Yes. Oh my god, I do. That show is so screwed up.
Do you guys remember? Oh man, like I watched the Kirby Right Back at You anime one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I watched the Sonic X. I watched Ultimate Muscle. I watched at the time, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja show. I think I was watching the beginning part of, like, I say I watched one. The only thing I watched in One Piece was like the major season of One Piece.
That's pretty much how I was with Naruto, because I only say like one major season. That's why I stopped.
I watched up to the tuning exams in Naruto, and then I kind of stopped watching it.
Yeah.
I ended up watching
was
all of it.
Ninetales.
Yeah, I ended up watching it not back then. I just kind of wasn't interested in it back then. I don't know, maybe it's because the dub, because anything that was done by 4Kids back then basically butchered a lot of things.
Yeah, the 4Kids things just had a lot of censorship. In fact, I actually recently found out, going back to the X thing, apparently there was one scene when Sonic returned back to his homeworld. I think when he was giving the flower to Amy, I think in the Japanese dub, he says, I love you at that scene. But all we have is, I won't leave. Like, wow, that was a big difference in translation.
Wow, it's not that bad. Jeez.
No, it's not that bad. I just remember hearing that, like, wow. That's a big change that I'm actually glad we had, because the Son Amy jokes already write themselves.
Yeah.
I just remember the infamous, I love these jelly-filled donuts up the rice ball.
Yeah, oh, I remember that one.
Oh my god.
Like,
Did you guys ever watch you guys ever watch Beyblade?
I think I've seen like a little bit of it.
I watched some of it.
Did you guys ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I stopped right around the time they had dual disc though. Like after they got dual disc in the cities.
Oh man, that was when they were getting good.
I know, but at that point is when they stopped like showing at least pretty regularly a good time zone. So I just fell on Yu-Gi-Oh then. I heard that was one of the best parts about the show though.
I stopped when they basically got rid of all the main cast and went to these academy-like things. That I'm like, what is this?
Second series. The
that was like like GX stuff.
I was like, what is this? What have they done to this? This is horrible. I was like, no.
Yugi, don't draw any more monster cards.
I was like, what? So I think they did it like by class. So how good you were? It was like you were either blue eyes white dragon class, or you were like little Karibo class.
Yeah,
like,
that's when it got weird. I heard.
I was like, okay, there's a class system, you know, society.
After
what is the Final Fantasy Society?
Like, what is this?
If you want to talk about weirdness, after GX they had 5Ds, which became card games on motorcycles.
Yeah, that's where that whole meme came from.
What?
This show got real weird.
God.
The shows like they played card games on like they called it dual runners, but they're motorcycles.
I think one of my favorite videos that came out of that was a clip of Vector just going to Shadow, hedgehogs on motorcycles. That was pretty good.
Jeez.
Play card games on motorcycles. After that season, I stopped watching you. So
it's like, this is getting stupid.
Yeah.
It's like
it took me to the card games on motorcycles.
It's like the same thing they did to Digimon, because I stopped watching that when they started doing this, or like I tuned back in when that was still going, and it's when they started fusing with their Digimon.
That was like the Tamers. I still watch that, and after that was Frontier, which they became the spirit of the Digimon. So.
Oh.
Almost like kind of what we have in Pokken Tournament, where they kind of just fuse with their Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting concept. Did we win that? That looks
also,
very
speaking of old shows, there's another one I don't exactly remember the name of, but you would like make food and then it would come to life. Yeah. Does that sound familiar?
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it though.
And I think they would like.
Yeah, at least we got the king. Now, the quick question before we go on: should we try to go for one more win?
Hamburger dude.
Should we try one more win, or should we just? We should.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just find out. The game lets me. Okay, it did. I was expecting a comment.
Because we're still reminiscing on old TV shows.
Yeah, so
I think I know.
Continue, Corey. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, there wasn't really much left to say, but all I remember is there's this one hamburger dude. And that's about it. It's been a long time.
Well, there was another show that I used to watch when I was a kid that I thought was...
About.
Oh! Do you guys remember Bobobo?
Oh, yeah. Bo. Real good.
Yeah, that weird show on Cartoon Network back in the day?
We might not have gotten that
one. I don't
think so. Because we didn't have something called Cartoon Network. We had something called YTV.
It was the weirdest anime I think I've ever watched in my life. It was it was pretty much like an Afro guy whose main form of attack was nose hairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I might know what cartoon you were referencing before, Corey. Were you talking about Aqua Team Hunger Force?
I don't think so.
Because they had like the whole hamburger, hot dog.
Yeah, but from what I remember is like people would cook up these dishes, and then they come to life. That's about all I really remember.
Oh, okay.
Was it an anime, or was it a cartoon?
I don't remember. It was on that like YTV channel we were talking about because that's like the main, one of the main channels we had up here.
Yeah.
But it just, I'm pretty sure it would always be on when those other shows, like Ultimate Muscle was on, like one would be on after the other. But I just don't remember what the hell the name of it was.
Generic Google search.
Yeah, that's what's hard. You put
Time to
hamburger
Google
cartoon and you're not
hamburger.
finding it.
I remember Samurai Jack.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, it was so big it came back recently. And now it's over
I
again.
remember Philip.
Now it's over again. Reels is
I never finished watching the original, so I've always been tempted to just go back and just watch the original.
I'm probably gonna end up doing that if I go to watch the new one, just for that reason.
Yeah, just to see like refreshers. It's been years.
And I think I've seen
the
like
other one I
half of it.
remember.
And see the new one for the Aku extra thick meme.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh,
I've heard. Fighting
Was it-
Budons? Was that?
Yes, I think that was it. I gotta
Oh.
look that up now.
Yeah, I was about to say look it up because I have not heard that one.
yeah.
I like how that one guy's name is just called Rage Quit, but has a question mark at the end, like Rage Quit.
Lol.
Like he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I think he was
I know,
trying
I
to
remember-
really emphasize it, but it didn't work.
I think there was another show. It started with the B, like Beast something, and they were basically like they almost looked like
Yes, that
electronic.
was the show. I recognize some of the other characters.
Wait a second. I think I know what you're talking about, Alice. Is it Bakugan?
I don't think so. I think it was like there was these animals, and there was these two sets of animals that were fighting against each other, and they almost looked like they were Transformer-like animals. Like,
Beast
I'm trying
Wars?
to think. What?
Was this an old TV show?
Oh yeah, it was like.
Yeah, Beast Wars. It was like the beginning of it was Transform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been it.
Yeah, because I remember some of Beast Wars too. I didn't really see much of the show, but I've seen it advertised a lot.
Yeah, I know. I watched like off and on, but I wasn't like, I don't think I was super into it. Because there's a lot of other shows at the time I was like watching, so I was like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, next on is this show, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll try it, and I was like, okay, flick away to a different channel if you get bored of it. Wait for your next show to come on. Back when you had to wait for time slots for shows, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, I like Saturday morning cartoons were the best thing ever back when we were.
Yeah.
Now they don't even have that anymore.
Well, they do exist, but they're really bad times. Like Sonic Boom, that airs like 7 or 8 in the morning, and they had to fix the time zone, I think, because that's how bad it was. No one could watch it. They were everyone to sleep. Oh wow, we definitely won that. They didn't even get to leave their base half the game. Wow. Okay, well, that was a good note to end on.
Yeah, never.
77%. I'll take my lucky sevens and
Exactly.
leave.
Yep.
Yeah, our one Tentatic, he got like 16 kills, so he definitely pushed the team forward.
Fighting food on. I think I remember that. Gosh. You remember these obscure shows that you used to watch? I remember Reboot. You guys remember that show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I still find it funny that Reboot got Reboot. It's like, you say that out loud and it just sounds so stupid. But Reboot got Reboot.
Got rebooted.
Reboot.
It was the weirdest show, but it worked. I don't know what it was. It just made the story it sold it. Like, I don't know, it's just something about the relationship with the characters and the quirky little, I don't know, comedy in it, and I don't know, they just did a nice blend of stuff, even though there was a lot of weird things about it, but they did it in a good way, though. It was so weird. It was
Like the
good. It
shows
worked out.
Another show, like, I used to watch a bunch of shows. Like, I used to watch Static Shock. Used to watch, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Spy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
And one more thing to do.
Yep.
Cause I will never forget Jackie Chan. Favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
dude,
was
you
another
know-
one.
If you want to see something weird,
Was that-
if you watch Game Dave on YouTube, he loves Jackie Chan. So you see a lot of random Jackie Chan references in his videos. One of the last videos he did for his Game Dave Season 1 thing was a Jackie Chan game.
Did you guys even know that Osmo Jones had its own TV show too?
Yeah, I seen some of that back in the day.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't a bad show either. I liked it. Like, the movie was questionable, but...
Yeah, it had its moments.
Yeah. Oh my, so many freaking shows, man. And then I was like straight up into Weeb. I was into like Inuyasha and whatever else was. This is back in the day when they called this sort of segment on our Cartoon Network. They called it Bionics, and that was like their segment of like showing just anime like late at night.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fresh this post from Irish Eyes because I feel it's very relatable.
I'm already invisible.
They called that segment on Cartoon Network Toonami on our end.
Yeah.
Oh, same idea though.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a different name.
Already.
Oh, Rocket Knight. Oh, I'm so glad to see someone referencing that game. I wish I had Genesis just for that.
Oh my gosh, Rocket Knight.
I heard the HD one was okay, but I want to play the original. I heard that one's real good. And it's only on Genesis. Which means I gotta get Genesis and get my RGB on. Because I heard composite from that thing looks like, terrible.
It's like, well, I guess now all we have to do is wait and see who wins this thing. Oh my god.
So just wait an hour. Gotcha.
That is awesome. I like that picture. You can find the coolest pictures on here.
As you say, when I look at the thing that says, just says poof. Oh my god, I found a John Cena inkling. It only took a couple hours, but here he is.
Oh my god, I remember the John Cena stuff.
It's still happening.
I remember back, like, I don't know what Splatfest it was, but basically it was like, it was funny because both teams had John Cena, but one used all caps.
Yeah.
And the other one didn't. And it was like, I think our team, whatever it was at the time, had them all caps. It was like, ours is better because it's all caps John Cena, the true John Cena.
Yeah.
It was
like, which is the real John Cena?
Yeah. It was really ridiculous.
They need to get Squids on the team because I don't see anybody with all these John Cenas.
I also like the Team Spy. That one's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So I think with that, we're good. We got the king, so I'm going to end it with that. We did it.
God became Flight King.
It had some issues, just like the past two Splatfests, but at least it wasn't as bad once we went separate. So that was pretty good. I still hope to see that there's some kind of separation with the teams more in the future. More debatable topics for our teams.
Yeah.
That's the only big problem. I also need more friends. I need friends. I gotta go find more friends.
Well, you have Barley. It's just I wish he was on the other.
This is true. I need more friends at.
Or we need more switches.
That too.
More switches.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, we at least got the king, so I'm happy with that. It wasn't a bad Splatfest in my opinion.